The ABB FIA Formula E World Championship comes in for day number 3 as we get all set here at the Circuit Ricardo Tormo in Valencia. It is the only test session on the Wednesday, 3 hours ahead of us for the drivers to head out to the circuit, and then we get test session 5 and 6 tomorrow before the women's test come in on Friday with 2 sessions 3 hours in length, where we'll wrap up all of the action from today. I'm Joshua Birch, alongside me in the commentary box is Josh Turner, down trackside is Jack Giamana and Jack Pickering. The green light is on and the drivers are out there on the circuit now as we get set for all the action. So let's say good morning to the boys over there. Good morning, Jack Giamana. Good morning, Jack Pickering. How are you boys doing?
We're okay. It's very early in the morning. Obviously, the session has just started and cars have just gone out on track as we're speaking. So I'm in the media centre at this precise moment.
Cars going on the circuit. What was the reaction then after yesterday? We had the simulation race, we had everything getting going. It was quite a hectic and busy day.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a hectic and busy day. It was great. I really enjoyed the race. It's actually really grey here. There is a small chance of rain. It rained last night. So I'm just looking outside now. There was a bit of blue sky, but now it is fully grey. It is very grey. There is a small chance of rain now, potentially, but then it should be fine until 2 o'clock. But obviously, we've only got one session today because the afternoon is the media session. So fingers crossed we don't get any rain. Fingers crossed I don't get wet when we're filming all of our interviews that we have later today. So, but at the moment, I think we've only got a handful of cars that have gone out on track so far. But yes, there is a small potential of rain in the first hour.
Looks to be interesting then as they head out there. Got Roland with 37.7 first sector, De Vries 31.5 third sector. JT, good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Thanks you very much. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Third day though, so fatigue started to hit a little bit with a 3-hour radio show coming up. So good luck everybody who's having to put up with us for the next couple of hours. Hopefully you're all in the mood for some very entertaining action. Because I think, Jack, this is something we should get today. A lot more entertaining action.
Potentially, yeah. I think today might be the last day of your sort of mundane running around and maybe looking too impressive, but then maybe tomorrow, when we have the last 2 sessions for the drivers, we might start seeing if we can get quicker. I think the quickest we've been in the 21s, mid 21s. See if we can get any faster than that. When they do their qualifying runs. And it's been also interesting, the likes of Envision and people that said that they struggled on qualifying. Do they really focus on the qualifying pace last 2 days, just make sure that everything's ready for Sao Paulo? Obviously, they've got the women's test as well to double check anything, but I think that'll be more a different style of testing program compared to what will happen over the next 2 days with the male counterparts.
So, still got all the action from yesterday to go over, and we will...
I'll carry on talking because I can't hear Josh or Josh T. I don't know if it's my media, so...
Hello?
We're good, right? I'll keep talking. So currently at the moment, Zane Maloney has just set the first fastest lap. The times are very, very slow at the minute, at 1:46.3 at the moment. So track might be a bit slippery because as I said, we did have rain overnight. It looks very dry out there, but maybe just a lack of grip at this precise moment. So De Vries has just gone fastest, but again, we're looking at the 45s at this precise moment. Yeah, 1:45.479 for De Vries. Roland has also set a lap time of a 1:46.398. Ericsson as well, 1:46.8, and NATO has done 1:48.9. Currently in the pits, we still have Gunther Evans, DaCosta, Buemi, Verne, Tictum, Cassidy, Muller, and Verline. So they haven't actually featured out onto the track in the first 6 minutes of running that we have had. So not too ideal for them at the moment, but it's not the end of the world. But only a 3-hour session today, so there is no afternoon session. This is the only track running that we will have today because the afternoon is a media session. So tomorrow is a full day of running. So make sure you tune in, obviously, tomorrow for a full day of running.
How's that?
Yeah, at the moment it's just very early stages of running. The I'm just having a look out the window. I can still see puddles of water from where it had rained on the balcony. So the track looks drier than the surrounding areas, which is better. But yeah, I don't know what have you made of it, Josh T, so far testing. I think it's interesting, but I don't think we've learned an incredible amount yet. And it's, as always, it's still incredibly tight. But the team that is doing the best is probably Mahindra. I'll have a look, see if I can see the yellow. I can see green flag. Yeah, I can see him. He's just got round now, so he must have had a brief skirmish because I've just seen the green flag. So I've just seen him go past my window. He's all right. Car doesn't look too damaged either.
Yeah, well, he's now down in towards turn 12. He's got the 48 Mortara in front of him. Track is officially clear. So first yellow flag of the day, only 6 minutes into the session.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, so the Freeze Mortara now 1-2 times coming down a little bit now, 139.3, 140.6 for Mortara. Roland has just popped himself up into third place. John Erickson in fourth, Maloney fifth, NATO sixth, Dennis in seventh, Degrassi eighth, Drogovic ninth, and Barnard the slowest of the runners in a minute on, and he's just come into the pits and he's done a 2:04, so probably taking it very easy in these early stages of testing.
Or maybe I fucked up, but the first day, I'm pretty sure
Okay, well, let's throw over to the press conference now from yesterday and get all the action for what happened on Tuesday.
World Championship. We're going to speak to some of our drivers and then we'll be speaking with our team principals shortly after. We've got Oliver Rowland here from Nissan Formula E team, Antonio Felix da Costa now with Jaguar TCS Racing, and Nick de Vries from Mahindra Racing. Ollie is the champion. I'll start with you. I'm going to pick up from where we left off in London. How was Ibiza?
Yeah, it was good fun.
Any more details you'd like to disclose?
Not really.
Did you take any of the team?
Yeah, I took all the engineers, basically.
And Norman.
Norman came in the end, but Norman was a bit of a letdown, actually.
Why?
Well, day 2, he was already wanting to go back to the hotel at lunchtime.
He couldn't hack it. How long did it actually take for the achievements of last season to sink in? Because I'm sure you were on a high for quite a long time.
Yeah, I think after Berlin, obviously, there was a week of kind of letting it settle in. And then obviously the way that we finished the season in London wasn't ideal, so there was part of me that was a little bit frustrated after the season finished, and I didn't want to finish the year like that. But I think a week or so after, he kind of got over the disappointment of London and then the recognition of what we'd managed to achieve. So yeah, I would say it was more the week after Berlin where everything kind of settled in, and then it was actually a nice wake-up call in London to kind of be focused and ready for this year.
All of our questions and answers will be translated by our esteemed translator here, just to remind you.
Bien,
Answers will be translated by our esteemed translator here, just to remind you.
bien, queremos simplemente dar las bienvenidas a todo el mundo. Ya hemos vuelto para esta 12ª temporada que vamos a estar aquí en el ABA-FIA, un campeonato mundial ABA-FIA de Fórmula E. Tengo aquí a 3 de los pilotos y a continuación tendremos también a 3 de los jefes de equipo. Voy a empezar con Oliver. Oliver, ¿qué tal te fue? ¿Llevaste a gente? Bueno, me llevé a los ingenieros, también a Norman, pero fue muy aburrido porque ya a la hora de comer, a la hora de mediodía ya quería irse a la habitación. Bien, hablando de la temporada pasada, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo tuvisteis una buena temporada? ¿Cómo te sentiste lo que conseguisteis? Bueno, después de Berlín realmente es cuando nos dimos cuenta lo bien que había ido todo. Desafortunadamente después en Londres pues es ahí donde nos quedamos bastante decepcionados y lo que yo diría que fue justo después de Berlín donde realmente nos dimos cuenta de dónde estábamos.
How different does it feel arriving here now as the defending champion and seeing the number 1 that you've chosen to adopt on your car?
Honestly, not much different. I mean, yeah, the number 1's nice, but I feel like it's business as usual. You know, we have a test program to get through. Like I said, the end of the season wasn't optimal for us, so I think we had a nice wake-up call the last few races, and we've been hard at work to try and understand some of our issues from the end of last year, and I think we've done a pretty good job. So it's just business as usual, trying to get through the test program, trying to understand some stuff, and trying to improve to stay towards the front for the rest of the season.
Bien, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo te sientes siendo defendiendo pues el campeonato? ¿Cómo se siente viniendo? Dice, bueno, no es una gran diferencia, te digo, ser número uno es genial, me gusta mucho, pero estamos aquí para hacer la prueba. Y aquí después, en la temporada pasada, pues no acabamos la temporada en una forma óptima, pero creo que fue un aviso para nosotros y ahora vamos en esta prueba a ir probando y viendo cuáles son los temas que tenemos que aprovechar y arreglar durante esta prueba.
Thank you very much, Ollie. We'll move on to you, Antonio. It's been a big change for you. It's good to see you back here in different team colours. And there was a lot of speculation over your future that went on for quite a long time. How happy are you to now be here with Jaguar TCS Racing? And how are you settling into your new surroundings?
You could have just asked me and I would have told you. You didn't have to speculate too much. I'm just kidding. No, it feels good to first of all just to be back in Valencia. It's like first day back at school and you get that pre-season vibes, and we're getting close to a new season and a new you know, few months of fighting with these guys on track. So looking forward to that. Yeah, it's been an exciting month, you know, since I've joined the team. A lot to learn, a lot of people to meet. And yeah, and then we arrived here in Valencia with a big test item plan, a big program to get through and really understand what works in what track and what track conditions. So we're going to be trying things that work, trying things that don't work, but it's mainly just to kind of open my toolbox here and just get myself and the team ready for the season. You know, we're getting at the end of this Gen 3 era. Everybody's very competitive, everybody's very close together, so a couple of tenths make a huge difference. So it's all in the details, and yeah, I'm playing a little bit of catch up, but it's been a very, very fun challenge so far.
Bien, esta pregunta para ti, Antonio. Bueno, vemos que esta temporada es nueva para ti en el hecho de que estás con un nuevo equipo. ¿Cuán contento estás el poder estar con Jaguar TCS? La respuesta, pues bien, estar aquí en Valencia realmente es maravilloso. Es como ir el primer día al cole, volver a revivir toda la emoción de una nueva temporada y es muy agradable estar aquí peleando con todos estos. Va a ser un mes muy emocionante y estando aquí estos días pues tenemos mucho que aprender tanto ahora como después. Tenemos un gran programa para el equipo y queremos ver qué es lo que funciona y en qué pistas funciona mejor. Voy a utilizar todo lo que tengo en mi caja de herramientas para intentar estar preparado y obviamente con los coches de Gen 3 estamos todos muy ajustados y se trata de pequeños detalles que pueden diferenciar entre unos y otros.
You've obviously seen how strong Jaguar TCS Racing have been over the years. You've raced against them. How confident are you that you can come in and compete? Obviously, it's a big change for you. And I know the team is still being eluded by that Drivers' Championship. Is there a chance you'll be in the mix?
Well, hopefully, that's the goal. You know, far from me to start, you know, getting out the book of excuses, but it's going to be a little bit of a tough road just to get on top of everything in the short amount of time that we have. But you know, I'm a very ambitious driver and athlete, and so is this team. It's probably, if not one of the most successful teams in the Formula E history. So the goal is only one, right? We want to win, fight for wins, fight at the top. So that's what we're working towards.
Bien, bien, has visto, pues nada, al llegar a Jaguar TCS, has visto lo fuerte que es este equipo y esto representa un gran cambio para ti, el entrar. Y la respuesta es, bueno, por supuesto que es un cambio, pero yo no quiero dar excusas. Es un camino duro que tenemos por delante, pero yo soy un piloto y un atleta muy ambicioso y quiero estar siempre arriba. Y esto es uno de los equipos con mayor éxito en la historia de Fórmula 1, así que de Fórmula en general. Por lo tanto, vamos a hacer todo lo posible para estar arriba de todo.
Thank you very much, Antonio. I'll move on to you, Nick. Good to see you back here. Enjoyed seeing what you've been up to over the summer, golf, a lot of driving as well. A really strong end to the season last year and actually a very strong season for Mahindra in general. A top 10 finish for you, fourth in the team's championship as well. Would you consider now that a baseline for what you want to achieve going forward into season 12?
Yeah, we would certainly like to conquer that as a baseline. Obviously, we can't take anything for granted in this championship. It's extremely competitive, and as both drivers already touched on, it's the end of the Gen 3 era, which naturally kind of clusters everyone closer together. So I think if it's one season wherein you want to be, prevailing, then this is going to be probably the hardest one. But we definitely enjoyed momentum at the end of last year, and so far we're feeling good and excited towards the upcoming season. But we take it a step at a time, and we just continuously want to do better than what we've done, we keep that on track.
Bien, Nick, me alegro de verte y sé que este verano pues has estado jugando mucho al golf, has estado conduciendo. Después de la temporada pasada que fue muy potente para vosotros, tú estuviste en los top 10 y el equipo fue cuarto. Esto ha puesto un listón para vosotros, ¿verdad? Y la respuesta es sí, por supuesto, y no queremos tomar nada por descontado. Es una competición extremadamente apretada. Estamos al final de la era de Gen 3 y significa que todos los coches están muy juntos, muy amontonados durante la carrera. Y si hay alguna temporada en la que tenemos que sería bueno prevalecer, es esta. Me siento muy bien, pero vamos a ir paso a paso y vamos a hacer todo lo mejor que podamos.
We know that you and Edo have a great relationship, but also the team at Mahindra do seem very close, and I've heard there's not been much change over the off-season. How important from a driver's perspective is that you continue with the same car as last year, but also the same people around you, all searching for the same goals?
Yeah, I think that's actually hugely important to keep the continuity within the team. Obviously, we've come from quite far, starting together in season 10, and being able to keep the same group of people together who have gone through that journey so far, I think is going to be crucial to the start of our upcoming season. So very happy to be continuing working with the same people and same people in the team, and so far the atmosphere is good.
Bien, sabemos que tú y Edo sois bastante buenos amigos y Mahindra pues no ha cambiado mucho, ha mantenido todo bastante similar. ¿Qué se siente ir con el mismo coche y la misma gente y con los mismos objetivos? Respuesta, sí, es importante el estar todos juntos. Desde luego, el mantener el equipo, estamos desde la temporada 10 juntos, casi todo el equipo, y eso es crucial para el comienzo de esta temporada. Queremos seguir trabajando de esta forma y mantener el gran ambiente que tenemos.
Thank you very much. We've got time for one question from the room. You can ask in English or Spanish or any of the drivers' native tongues if you'd like to.
Perdón, si alguien tiene una pregunta, puede hacerse en español, en inglés o en el idioma de cualquiera de los pilotos.
Nick Golding, Racing News 365. Question to all three of you. Obviously, with testing going to Madrid last year, this is the first time we've seen the Gen 3 Evo in Valencia. What's the car felt like around this track, and would you like to race it around here?
It feels obviously a little bit more grip than the previous time we were here, so that comes mainly from the tyres. I personally I think I've done 2 4-wheel drive laps, so I don't have the most experience over the last day, but for sure the speed's a lot better, and the performance of the car, I think, what is the lap time? Maybe 3 seconds faster than when we were here the other year.
We were very far.
Yeah. So I think 3 seconds, so it's a decent step, yeah.
It's mainly the tire, and you kind of have to adapt the way you program your test items for the day, just because the tires obviously are a bit more performance when they're new, and then there's a little bit of a drop. But they've been behaving really well and kind of stabilizing, so it's quite useful to try things on the car. But the tire is the biggest thing, and just adapting to that.
Thank you.
Bien, la pregunta es para los tres. Después de años donde habéis hecho las pruebas en Madrid, ahora estáis por primera vez aquí con Evo en Valencia. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo os ha ido? La respuesta de Oliver es de que, yo he hecho 2 vueltas sobre todo con el 4-wheel drive, el marcha 4 ruedas, y las vueltas que he dado he notado que hemos ido más rápido. He preguntado a su rival y parece que sí, que 3 segundos son lo que están detectando todos, así que es mucho más rápido. La respuesta de Antonio, bueno, yo creo que se centra sobre todo en los neumáticos y esto es algo que tenemos que programar, tener esto en cuenta. Los nuevos neumáticos obviamente pues dan un mejor resultado y tenemos que ver exactamente cómo gestionarlos. Y para mí aquí es un buen sitio para probarlo y para mí eso es lo clave, los neumáticos.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our drivers. Our team representatives will be taking their seats in just a second. Thank you.
Muchas gracias a nuestros pilotos y ahora dentro de unos momentos estarán aquí los jefes de equipo para seguir con la rueda de prensa.
And you're back with us live here on day 3 of the Formula E pre-season testing. Josh Birch alongside Jack Giamana and Jack Pickering trackside. And also me in the commentary box in the UK is Josh Turner. Giamana, right, hopefully you can now hear me after that microphone issue to begin with. What are you witnessing out there? Because everyone's straight out. This is the only test session this morning, so everyone's straight out there on the circuit. And it's Djokovic on top with a 136.19. So everybody getting the critical data in this morning.
Yeah, he's gone a bit quicker now. He's on a 1:30.6. It's still, as I said earlier, we had some overnight rain, so the track is not producing as much grip. So the lap times are significantly slower at this precise moment. So if you're wondering why they're so slow, we had some overnight rain yesterday. So that's why the lap times are a bit slow. But yeah, it's still early morning runnings. We're probably not learning too much at this stage because the track's not offering much grip. It's very so there is a small chance of rain, but it looks like it's staying away for now. We might just have a bit of an overcast morning, but yeah, it's a bit cold. You know, track's not very grippy at this precise moment, so we're just slowly just hopefully for some better times and better conditions towards the end of the session.
Absolutely. And is Pico looking forward to all the action that you can hear as well outside?
Yeah, of course. He's currently having a nice conversation. Pico. He's talking.
Chatterbox, yeah.
That's how he spent his first 23 minutes of the session at this precise moment. Just talking. So I'm going to go and punch him in the side in a minute and have to do some work. Yeah, because he's going to be focusing probably on the commentary a bit more than me. That's why I was here at the start. I'll pop in at the start and pop in at the end probably because we'll be preparing for this afternoon because we've got all the media duties. For Friday with the women's test. So yeah, so it's a busy morning. It's our last big chance to sort of do our interviews and so forth. And see how it goes from there.
A really busy morning and a good morning coming through. Who have you got lined up then in terms of the media day? Because is it the usual pen meet free for all?
No, it's not. It's all arranged. The media pen style interview that we did with Sebastian Buemi, that's kind of, we had to arrange that and agreed, and a lot of teams didn't say yes. So we've got Oliver Rowland, we've got Nick Cassidy, we've got Dan Tickton, and we've got lined up this afternoon, and hopefully we can grab a few more throughout the day or try and arrange 1 or 2 more interviews.
Sounds good. Sebastian Buemi's on a full power lap time, just to let you know, out of our window. He's coming through the first sector now, so I'm expecting this to be a little bit faster than what he's had previously. It's a 31.0, so it indicates to me that he's on a race pace lap as Djokovic has done 30.9, 32.6, 26.9. They're the sector times so far that are stronger at the top of the board. Dan Ticktum has just shot up though into 4th position, 133.972. So it looks like he's already on a better lap time. So what was the vibe after the simulation race yesterday then, and everybody had calmed down after a busy day of testing? Because I thought it went rather well. We got some interesting ideas as to what season 12 could look like.
Yesterday, like it was very aggressive, like 3 wide, 4 wide for a test race where they don't want to get damage.
Yeah.
So that was interesting for me that they were going for it, but I knew teams wouldn't want to partake. Nissan was like that. Maybe Cassidy towards the end as well. but it was a good day.
Was a good day indeed as we get out there on the circuit as well. 2 hours and 34 minutes remaining here in the morning session, and fingers crossed that everyone will remain out there on the circuit throughout. It's the only test session we have today as well to contend with. Felipe Drugovich is on top, Sebastian Buemi second with that last lap time at a 1:31.018, which is an interesting order back into the action. So 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a hold back across it on the runarounds. Can you boys still hear me okay?
Yes.
Lovely. So then, JT, good morning to you. What are you expecting here on day 3? Only the one session, of course. It should be quite fun.
Yeah, only the 1 3-hour session. We'll have 2 tomorrow and Friday. Got around half the cars out on track. We've got Buemi, Tictum, Da Costa, as now we have Dennis going up to second with a 1:30.740. Of course, still off the pace due to that overnight rain. So out on track, Dennis, Buemi, Tictum, Da Costa, Maloney, Rowland, Nato, Verline, and Evans is just into the pits. Was a driver that I just mentioned, but that the same amount of cars back out on track as here comes Nico Muller out onto the circuit. Maloney and I believe Da Costa are on the 2 cars on full power.
So we already know practice starts have been authorised on the main straight at the end of this session, so they will be allowed to head out there and get some timings data as they come through. Drugovich, Dennis, Buemi, De Vries, Mortar, Tictum, Da Costa, Verline, Maloney. Roland is your top 10 coming into it. Jack, what do you make about Ollie Rowland as well? I posed this question yesterday to come through as well. Yeah, Joe, what do you reckon as well? Do you reckon Ollie Rowland could be champion next year?
It's gonna be tough. Like, he's gonna be one of the favourites, of course. The car worked well for him. The car worked well in the different races, but you can't count out people like the Porsches, the Jaguars, and so forth. It's yes, he can obviously be champion. He did it last season, but to say that he's going to be champion again is tough to call.
Yeah. So fingers crossed it's all going to be a smooth run. You mentioned Sebastian Buemi's interview from before. Let's go back and hear what he had to say after the opening day of running in testing.
So, how was your first day? Obviously, it wasn't an ideal start. You weren't on track for the first hour. I don't know if you can explain a little bit more about that. But how was your first day back?
Yeah, it was basically the first day back in the car since London for me. I didn't get any testing in between, so of course missing an hour was not really nice. We had a small issue on the BBW, so we had to change it, and it's a pretty long change. But once it was changed, it was okay. So just a bit behind in terms of setup development and the run plan, but still at the end we were able to do some laps in 350 and 300. We were able to gather some good data, so not too bad considering we missed quite a bit of the session.
Yeah, talk to me about the run plan. Obviously, it's not a evolution in terms of revolution. Sorry, is a better word in terms of the Gen 4 next season. It's Gen 3 Evo. It's just software development. What is the plan? How do you think you guys can get better this week?
Yeah, so basically in the off season we've analyzed a little bit our weaknesses, which is mainly consistency in qualifying laps, not really able to put the lap together, and obviously I'd say that the racecraft was not bad, but the qualifying performance was poor. So we've brought some upgrades on the software, some different things to try to make it easier for me to do a good lap at the limit, and I feel like we will test all those things that we've thought about and worked on since London. We did today already a few things which I think worked well. The correlation with the sim also worked well, so we will continue to go deeper into those upgrades, and hopefully by the end of the week we'll be happy and ready for Sao Paulo.
Yeah, just finally on me, obviously we had a small regulation change with the attack mode, and if you don't run out of time, it's okay. Do you think there'll be like some loopholes there in terms of just running to the end of the race, take it on the final lap, and then all okay?
I think that could be a very bad thing to do, to be honest, to take it at the end, because you'll get the loss of taking it, but you will not get the advantage of using it. And now with the four-wheel drive, it's such a big advantage to actually use it that if you would not be obliged to activate it, it's one thing, but because you have to activate it, you better use it. So for sure, I think people may delay the activation a bit compared to what they did this year, because this year you would have got a penalty if you were not able to use it fully, which is not going to be the case in the future. So it will incentivize people to wait longer to use the second attack. However, you still want to use it because it's a good gain. You can overtake a lot of cars with it.
All right, thank you very much. Cheers.
Sebastian Buemi there talking to Jack Giamana earlier on in the week to come through. Djokovic on top. Djokovic is to the top of the timesheets. The time still falling as both the Brazilian and Andretti teammates Dennis break through to the 1:30s. There's a lot of attention on Djokovic as he makes a full-time debut in Formula E this year, and Andretti previously topped some rookie tests and scored his first points in Formula E when he made a substitution for Mahindra in Berlin last season. So far he's been down the order in testing, taking a best of 17th yesterday, this afternoon as well to come into it. But it looks like as well, JT, that hopefully you can hear me better now. We should be in for an interesting run on the board because Djokovic needs as much testing as possible going into this season.
Yeah, first lap time under the 130s, by the way. Pascal Wehrlein a 129.467. Don't shout at me. It's a time.
Look, get over it. If you're this young, get over it.
Down into the chicane we go for Evans. He is heading now out the final chicane across the line, and he goes second with a 130.281. Now, I'm hoping, compared to other fan bases that we have around our commentary, that we have more mature audiences, so it'll be okay. Down in towards the final chicane we go for Joel Eriksson and Nico Muller. Only the 4 cars out on circuit at the moment. We head into the second half of the first hour in around 5 minutes' time. As we know, no change in times for that, but Pascal Wehrlein heading around the chicane. Not much to report on, just cars getting some laps in as Pascal Wehrlein turns right down into pit lane.
Yeah, just 3 cars out there on the circuit. That's Evans alongside Muller and Ericsson. In that order out there, as we see Mitch Evans coming around turn 9 into the attack mode area through turn 10 and pushes back through. So we'll see how he goes towards the end of the lap time. Good morning, everybody, as well, watching on around on the systems. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning and are looking forward to just the only test session of the day. This afternoon is media day, so Jack Giamana and Jack Pickering are going to head out and get all the information from the drivers as they come through. Wehrlein tops 129.467, 30.5 first sector, 32.2 second sector, 26.6 in the third sector as well, as they'll fly down over the board. So there's Evans now starting on the attack lap as well, as they head back down towards turn number 4. It's a hard braking zone, and apparently Jose Maria Marti's already had a lap time deleted for track limits at turn 1 around about 25 minutes ago, continuing to hold through throughout all of the action. Now, we'll keep up to date as well with some of the testing. We'll have Jack Pickering join us shortly up here in the commentary box, and he'll give us his thoughts on the test day so far. It's going good, I think, JT, as well. That's the most important thing, because we haven't had many interruptions to the test at all.
It's been quite minimal, because that red flag we had yesterday morning was in like the final 6 minutes of the test session, so that didn't really cause anything. But did that mean they got their practice starts?
No, they didn't. They didn't get to the practice starts,
Yeah,
so that's why they've got one today, I would assume.
Yeah. So, but they'll have more across the week. Yeah, it's Mitch Evans coming across the line, 129.056. Times slowly coming down as more cars head out on circuit with the more grip and the track conditions changing.
Well, one thing I do want to take a look at here is some of the cars that have come through out there on the circuit right now. We've got a small clip from trackside that we're hoping we can get to you in a few moments' time about some of the action trackside. But yeah, JT, what do you expect about this year's action for Formula E? Are we in a position where it's a sort of not a do or die part of the circuit, but are we expecting a good run today?
Well, it all depends about the track conditions for today. For the rest of the season, it should just be a good close season like we normally have it. That's Buemi, I thought, was slowing going in towards turn 8, but it's his driver tracker, I do believe.
Well, we've got
messing up as he teleported from turn 8 to now turn 11.
Yeah, he's definitely going wrong, isn't he? Got a small clip here of some of the action out there on the circuit. So these are the cars out there on the track from earlier on in the test day that we got put in yesterday by Formula E in the media zone. Just how beautiful the liveries look so far this year. And I think, JT, that the cars this year just look top dollar bill.
Yeah, as Remy is showing us out, he's showing us stopped, but I hope that's his transponder, not what is actually happening. We'll try and find out more.
Yeah, because he's just stationary exit of turn 10 towards 11, so if that is a problem, we might see the red flags come out. In order to recover the car. I can't see where... Yeah, it's registering him as stopped in Sector 2. And the yellow flags are now out, JT, at turn 7.
Now have a yellow at turn 7.
And that's where he is. They've jumped him back. So we believe Sebastian Buemi has stopped on the circuit. We'll try and get the latest news from the boys if they are there. Let's just see if that will be the case. We'll hopefully swing some of them back in and... we'll get the latest news and views from our colleagues trackside. Yellow flags have now gone to green flags, which is interesting. And he's circulating again. So maybe a stop and repeat, do you think, JT? Just the old turn it on and off again trick?
Possibly, but I won't be surprised if we see him head into pit lane this time by, as he will head towards the final chicane right now. And is that Jack Chidman I can hear in the background?
He's got on going again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Buemi's got going. Hello, boys.
Hello.
So Buemi's got going.
Yeah, that's why I just popped back in to let you be aware of. Yeah, Buemi just had a brief stoppage. He's got the car going again. I just saw him slowly going around turn 8 in that 9-10 complex of the track. So yeah, he is up and running and continuing. Did he go back into the pits?
No, he's at turn 2.
He's carried on. So yeah, a brief stoppage for Buemi. We saw it. We kind of looked out, but then we didn't actually see him stop, but we saw him gingerly moving off. So he's obviously some sort of control-alt-delete, and happy days for him.
Excellent, he's able to keep on going there. That was the worry that I was thinking that he would cause a red flag and then lose out on a couple of hours of running because he lost so much on day 1 due to that brake issue. that they had to fix, but now he's able to circulate. His teammate Joel Eriksson is also out in the circuit. He's 8th fastest at the moment. Nico Muller has just done a first sector for 30.9. Degrassi's done 31.8 first sector, 33.3 second sector. Eriksson's first sector is a 31.1. So times are starting to improve ever so slightly. Not exactly the rocket ships we were expecting, but this is only day 3. 4 days of testing for our main drivers, and then the women's test on Friday. They get 2 sessions, 6 hours in length, in order to head out there onto the track. VRDN says, to be honest, I don't care by too much red on the grid. They all look good except one. Yeah, I don't really mind the repeating of red on the liveries. They all look good, but yeah, a couple of them must try harder. Shame there's no orange this year, though, to come through, with McLaren backing out of the championship, and so far no one taking their
You
entry.
had to remind us, Joshua Birch.
Well, yeah, of course I do. McLaren's not here this year.
You're gonna make us all sad again because you are reminding us of the harsh, true reality.
I will indeed remind you of the harsh reality. The fact is that the McLarens are not here this year.
No.
Cry. Remember, no orange papaya. The Neon McLarens are no more in Formula E, as they focus on their entry into the World Endurance Championship for next season in Hypercar. Still, Session 2 saw the best times at the moment. Dipping into the sector times, the Mahindra is looking hooked up in the first and last sectors. De Vries is handing over to Muller, and then Mortara to come through. So there's still a few bits left as well. Speaking of Formula E, yeah, it could be quite an interesting session to run into it as the day goes on, because McLaren looks strong, but they looked like one of the best teams, JT. Then they decided, nope, we're off, bye-bye. He had Sam Bird and Taylor Barnard in that car. Now Sam's not in Formula E for the first ever time. Do you reckon that's going to be a sad issue that he's not here?
You're just reminding us of all of the pain that we had over the off season with no Sam Bird and saying goodbye to McLaren. Anyway, the 2 Envisions going across the line now. Muller, who's just gone on to full power. Ericsson third for 129.628. So only 6 cars out on circuit. 2 Citroens, 1 Lola, 2 Envisions, and 1 Porsche out on the circuit, just getting the laps in under their belt.
Just having a look on the timing monitors to see who was better from yesterday, because it was a bit of a weird session of the afternoon. So Mortara holds the time for the morning. He was yesterday a 121.493. So that was the time to come through. We're doing at the moment 129.056. So 100% at the moment. We are just on the long race pace runs in order just to see what's going to change up next. 9 times out of 10. This run will be until what? An hour 20 to go. JT, then they'll hit down and get some hard times on. The only session today, they need as much time out there as possible.
Yeah, but they've got the full day of running tomorrow, which they'll use to their advantage to get the car finalised, as we have the first car below the 129s. That is Nico Muller, a 128.883. Will Ericsson go faster as he crosses the line? No, he's just on a full power lap, but the track's slowly getting better.
So continue on. As there's a little bit of a lag there to come into it. Apparently, Pepe Marti has been quoted as saying something. I need to see what he says. Pepe Marti, after 2 days of preseason testing, says, I am close to the teammate. So he's happy. Pepe's happy out there, and he is getting closer and closer to his teammate Dan Tigton. 133.636, whereas Marti done a 134.252. So there's a little bit of time in this session separating them, but in the one that we'll have mainly tomorrow, mainly throughout the rest of the game, that should all just balance out fine as we continue on. Let's Living for Speed says morning as well. Morning, everybody. Aman says hello, Racing Lines. Good morning to you. And VRDN, hello as well. Good morning. That's all in the Formula E zone. And Plugs in the JB Motorsport chat. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. As we come through. 2 hours to go then here in the morning session, the only session we have here on Wednesday for the Formula E pre-season testing, with Media Day being this afternoon, and all the running we will have there as well will be reported by Jack Giamana and Jack Pickering. JT, do you want to reignite the debate we had yesterday then about the tracks? Because I thought last night about another circuit that we could go to in the UK that could be invented. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Let's invent. Are you ready for it?
No.
I agree, because I've thought of a circuit, the Liverpool E-Prix. I know Aintree was picked up by Pico yesterday, but a central circuit Liverpool race is actually possible if you go around Albert Dock area.
It's possible.
Yeah.
One Docklands to the other, you could say. But do we really want a Liverpool E3?
I would. That's fantastic. The Liverpool E-Prix. Think about it. Albert Dock as a background. Fantastic. You've got all the history of the Beatles. Cilla Black, all the musical history you got there. You could turn it into a British version of Nashville from IndyCar. How epic would that be? You could have all of it. A Liverpool E-Prix would be absolutely fantastic. And doing it around Albert Dock would be top tier as well. I know Pico can hear me now. I'll bring him in it straight away because he's come in ready to go. With the action.
I bet the only reason that Pico has come in because you're discussing the E3 in the UK.
Probably Pico. Is that the only reason you're here? Because we're talking about Liverpool E-Prix.
Yes, hello. I can just about hear you. I just had a little wander outside and I started to get a couple of raindrops on me.
Oh.
But, yes. So, what are you talking about? Hello, how can I help?
We are talking about the Liverpool E-Prix as a possibility, but going around Albert Dock, because it's possible.
So I went up to Liverpool a few years ago because the Eurovision Song Contest was being held up there. So I went up for a week. Yeah, the Albert Docks, I think, would be a fun location. The Albert Docks was where the Eurovision fan village was. I'd say it's fairly possible. I think the roads are wide enough, especially like on the outskirts, but you'd have to use some of the normal roads as well. I think the docks would be all right for the pit and paddock area around by the museum in Liverpool and everything. But yeah, I think could be a possibility. Show up some design, send it over, I'll have a look.
Yeah, somebody send Jeff Dodds that information. Tell him Liverpool. Because it is possible. I'll tell you what.
You've got 45 minutes. Yeah, you got 55 minutes, and then we'll present it to him.
Is that the round table?
Yeah.
Right. Will somebody get me Google Earth? I'm now actually going to go to Google Earth. Should we do this live on air, everybody? I don't want Google Earth Studio. Let's create a map. Because think about it. It should easily be possible to create a London, a Liverpool E-Prix. Right, new map, Albert Dock. Coming into it. JT, you're probably easier to do this than me. Albert Dock. There we go. So what are you while I do this? What are you seeing out there, Pico? Then this morning, you said there were some raindrops around you.
Well, yeah, it's rained overnight, and so it's very wet underfoot up on the balcony, just outside the media centre. And the track doesn't look too much drier either. And this is probably what we're seeing quite considerably slower times. I did have a brief look to see the running order, but I didn't look at the times before I came out. So I've got no idea what the timings are at the moment. But I saw that Muller was fastest when I wandered out.
Do you want to go over a bridge, a very tight bridge?
Yeah. But yeah, so the track is, I can see a kind of wet / dry line down at turn 1, but down the start-finish straight, it kind of just looks normal at the moment.
Do you know, I'm looking at this thinking to myself, this is actually incredibly possible to have a race around Albert Dock.
Interesting.
It's really possible.
I'll bring up the design, and then, yeah. Because one location that I was looking at, which wasn't Liverpool, but actually Manchester, down by the new Co-op Live Arena and by the Etihad, because they've got a big old car park there that you could utilise and have the pits in, and then race around some of the stuff around it. But it would be very sort of like a Gen 1, Gen 2 style circuit with a ridiculous hairpin or something like that. But that's something that I had looked at prior.
You could even go around Liverpool Cathedral if you really wanted to. This is actually the Beatles statue. We could, we could go around the Beatles statue.
The only thing I'm saying about this is the amount of speed bumps.
Well, that's easily sorted.
Has to be sorted out.
That's easily sorted.
Yeah, that was one thing that I was looking at when I was contemplating Aintree. Aintree is still used for club day. So, like, you get your bike or your MX-5 and you go and have a little run around the circuit. I reckon if they built kind of like an infrastructure, it would be all right for Formula E. Maybe you'd have to look like a chicane coming into a couple of the corners just to make it interesting. Otherwise, it's just a 4 or 5 turn circuit. But yeah,
Aintree would be a brilliant throwback as well. Green horsepower to horsepower as well would be fantastic. So
yeah,
Aintree's doable as a Liverpool E-Prix, but if you wanted to keep the city nature of it, then this place should be doable. Although it's a very Formula E circuit, because looking at where you can have the pit lane, you'd have to go sort of in like a square loop, similar to Paris. Along Albert Dock.
Okay, yeah.
It's possible. It's possible. Liverpool has got the infrastructure to do it. Right, you said you were looking at Manchester.
Yes, I was looking around the Etihad and the new Co-op Live, because there is quite a large car park where you could have the being held in the fan zone, and then you could utilise a couple of the streets outside. But the streets outside are still quite narrow. They're only like 2 or 3 lanes.
I've got another one for you. What about Blackpool?
I think I'd love it for the novelty reasons, but the Blackpool E-Prix.
Yeah, Blackpool E-Prix. That would be something.
Do you know what? Have a look at Skegness while you're at it.
Let's have a look. Where is it? Skegness. Skegness.
Let's take. Let's put Formula E on an oval. Let's use the Skegness oval.
Right.
Go on.
Right. Hear me out. Right. So you know the Indy 500?
Yeah.
The Indy 50.
50.
For Formula E. Yeah, the Indy 50. I reckon they could do it. It's about 80 kilometers, which is a little bit less than a standard Formula E race, but there'd be no places to reach. I think it would work as a very fun race, but it would also be completely enough people.
So, how about this then? The Grimsby E-Prix, because we've got a Docklands here that can easily do it around.
No, stop. No, Shush.
Oh, come on. Let me have something.
to be to be fair, if we're going based on like our like home cities and stuff like that, I did design one around Oxford, but you'd have to shut off basically all of Oxford city centre to do it, and it would get a little bit narrower at points, but it would be kind of doable. But yeah, shutting down the whole city centre, not a chance.
Where else could we go in the UK? Oh, obviously Edinburgh's out because that place is now than Bern.
Yeah, I honestly, for you said, the one that springs to mind is it's everyone's favourite city. Milton Keynes.
Yeah, why is everyone going about Milton Keynes?
I think it's just because you've got lots of kind of like dual carriageway areas, and it's set up like you could have like you could shut down an area for it and have a race. As you know, I've just spotted Alberto Longo. He's going to have a chat with Italian.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Good
I
now.
just spotted Alberto Longo. He's just come out and he's having a chat with Italian media. I think it's still happening.
Go for it. Go get him.
Yeah. Well, he's having a chat with Marcelo from he's at the moment, so I'm not going to disturb him. But yeah, he is the guy to go to really about locations. But yeah.
Oh, brilliant!
Maybe we'll do stop him afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the guy that like sorts all these things out. So.
Well, you wanted a word yesterday with the big boss. You got him. Now let's see if we can get a London a Liverpool E-Pre sorted, or the Grimsby E-Pre, whichever one you want to throw in.
No,
Yes.
Grimsby E-Pre, Verge.
But
no,
we've got such
it's
a good.
not happening.
We've got the Dock Tower.
I'd be for Milton Keynes because it's easy for me to get to. It's easy for everyone to get to. You just get on a train, yeah.
Grimsby's end of the line, so come on. Technically it'd be Cleethorpes, but
yeah. Oh, this is interesting. I've just looked down to my right. Seb Wemmy's on the pit wall with a coffee in hand and his phone. So I'm not sure if there's a problem there. Obviously, he had a problem with BBW, but yeah, he's out on the pit wall at the moment. So clearly not in his car. So there's a little tidbit.
So he's staying out of the order. Let's see what happens.
Maybe he's just waiting for the track to dry up.
Yeah. How wet is it underfoot? Oh, Pico's gone.
On the balcony. Can you still hear me or not?
I can hear you now. It keeps going out a bit.
Yeah. Okay. I was just saying that there was standing water on the balcony. The actual circuit, it's kind of hit or miss. We can only realistically see the front straight, a little bit of the rise up towards the final corner, and the rise up to turn 7. I think that is the one that they've made narrower for Formula.
Oh, we're having a bit of an issue with Pico's headset.
I will try and move to make it a little bit easier.
Sounds good.
So currently, only 4 cars
Take
out.
it from here we go. But yeah, it looks kind of it's just damp. It's not really wet, the circuit.
Hopefully we'll get that sorted soon. So you can have a word with Alberto in a second then, if he can stop him. As De Vries has clocked.
Yeah, we'll see.
Excellent. De Vries has clocked to 127.266, so he's gone. It's become a standard to see them on top. Mahindra, De Vries has just gone quicker than his teammate Mortara. The conditions are gradually improving, but it's good to see who can handle these tricky conditions, and it's somewhat relative to some of the street circuits that we race at. And yeah, red is a common colour on the grid, and it's becoming a common sight at the top of the timesheets with Cassidy in third and a quarter of a second behind the lead of the Mahindras. Yeah, it's red, 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 purple, black, green, gold, black, gold, red, green, yellow, 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 red, red, yellow, red. I feel like I'm on a Sesame Street thing now.
Are you having a seizure?
Yeah, yellow, red, red, yellow, yellow, red. Oh, I can't tell that joke live on it. Anyway, as it come through. 1 hour done. 1 hour done. 2 to go in the only test session we got today. Pico, can I pick your brain on something that isn't Formula E related?
Yeah, sure.
Doctor Who's back. It's staying for 2026.
Yeah, I'm delighted about that. I'm surprised that they announced it this early. It was the writing was on the wall with Disney Plus, happy to see that the show's coming back. Yes, just the BBC this time, so probably a lower budget, but
probably a better
hopefully
script.
it will be a good episode.
Yeah, do you reckon is Rose the Doctor?
I don't think so. I feel that what happened there was because it was all kind of very last minute because Shooty because they filmed an alternate ending at the end of last season, and then Shooty decided that he didn't want to wait around, so he decided to go off and do other stuff, and so yeah, they had to film an alternate ending, so they had to film the regeneration scene, and it was very last minute. So, in a desperate bid for some more eyeballs, I'm assuming Russell picked up the phone and went, "Billy, please come back." But I don't think that she is.
No, I don't think she is. I think it's some sort of crazy thing going around.
The little tidbit there is that in the credits they usually it usually goes and introduce it. So it said and introducing Shooty Gatwa as Doctor Who, or it just said and introducing Billy Piper.
Yeah, there's nothing coming through.
As the Doctor Who just said introducing Billy Piper. So that's what makes me think that it's not anything. But yeah, I'm just happy that it's out there, that it is coming back. But yeah, I was surprised that Disney kind of dumped it because they like to flog a dead donkey for money. We've seen that with Star Wars and multiple other franchises. So I was a bit surprised that they decided to ditch it. But I think the writing's been on the wall for a while now.
We shall see what happens coming into it because it's going to be absolutely interesting to see as well with that Doctor Who episode. And that's Christmas 2026. That's filled a bit of time. Thank you, Pico. Just throw over.
That's all right.
Is Alberto still hovering around with people?
Yeah, he's still nattering. I will see if we can grab him after Marcelo's finished. But
hopefully you can get hold of him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna interrupt him and Marcelo. So yeah,
I would not interrupt at all.
Yeah, Marcelo's one of the good guys at the time. We've seen him with Jack Cat, so yeah, he's one of the OGs.
How long has it been there? Since season 1 or season 2?
Something like that. I know that Jack will not be sure, but yeah, I'm fairly certain he's been from the very beginning, like Jack. So.
Just having a look at the timing data as well. Go on, what have you got?
Josh,
yeah.
I can tell you, I can see blue sky.
Hey!
There is blue sky coming over the pit building now. So what looked... honestly, when we arrived here, it looked extremely dreary. It didn't look... it did not look very nice at all. There's no rain forecast until about 7 o'clock tonight, but we were worried that we might have a very wet or damp session this morning, but thankfully I can see some blue sky, and hopefully that can come this way now, and we'll get some more meaningful running.
Who's coming down the pit lane? I heard the siren go off.
Eduardo Mortara.
Mortara's coming in, lovely. Don't. If you can see blue skies, that mean I get to sing. Although JT's probably telling me no now.
Yeah, I'll leave JT to make the call. Did have a point and I've forgotten it. Oh well, Phil for me so I can think.
So we'll see what's going to happen. As we're just seeing as well, Tobias has put out some race simulation photos on his Twitter, so that's nice to see as well. What we had yesterday, brilliant photo work by the way, Pico.
Thank you. I mean, I'm hoping I didn't make too many of you seasick, but yeah, because it did feel a bit like the last 5 minutes of the Titanic. My videography technique, but you know,
I thought it was fantastic. We've got that. JT's recorded it. Did you record it, JT?
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. We'll get that out later on as well with a good race strategy. So not much running with the track still a bit damp. As Pico was saying, track temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Air temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. 79% chance of rain. Now it's going up as I'm talking, but there is a blue sky out there, as Pico's been mentioning. As we see the 22 of Maloney heading into the second corner with Jose Maria Marti running close behind him on the circuit. They are running 7th for Maloney and 19th for Jose Maria Marti. Over the line comes Muller. He's down to 1. He's got the 21 just behind him. Out there on the circuit of Nick de Vries, who is 1:24.710. So that 1:27.266 has been blown away with a better time. Mortara second, 1:25.504. Dragovic third, 1:26.540. So JT times are finally starting to come down, and he's just at first 3 sectors all purple.
Yeah, so track finally changing for the better, as now only the 5 cars out on track. A little bit of a calm period in running with everyone.
We've just got another one go out. I've just seen Tictum go to the end of the pit lane. There's another one just coming out now. It should be on your timing screen. I'm not sure.
The Costa.
Lovely. It's too far down for us to see. We've got the Lola, Cooper Hero and Citroen garages just below where we are. You may have seen that in yesterday's safety film. But yeah, the rest of it's very kind of spaced out. This paddock, they're not one next to the other, with the exception of Cooper Hero and Citroen, who are there's not a cigarette paper between.
So again, I didn't get that last bit, Pico.
I tell you, there's not a cigarette paper between Cooper and Citroen.
Yes, there isn't. They really are close together.
Everyone else has got at least one garage, like between where they all are. But those sat right next to each other.
Just seeing what is going to happen to come through. There's a couple of things that have been penalised actually coming into it. Those lap times, by the way, the penalties that we saw yesterday in the simulation race, they were simulation penalties, by the way. So they wanted to check the penalty systems as well. So there was a thorough examination.
Yeah, apparently, I was chatting to Tyler from Formula Resource, and apparently someone took the results of the simulation race a little bit too seriously. So just remember, it is a simulation race. It's not that important. They're just testing all the systems. That's why we had a red flag thing that Dan was not too happy about. And we're chatting to Dan later on, so I might ask him about that. But yeah, it's unimportant. They're just testing everything's all right. Do not fret if your favourite driver didn't win, apart from Caden. I know Nico Muller's #1 fan, and Nico did. So congrats, Caden, if you're listening.
patterns appears to be that someone beats the time set by Mahinja and then they return to the top of the timesheets. This time it's Drogovic hopping into the head of the pack before his time was beaten by both De Vries and Mortar. And now Muller has gone fastest, 1:24.681, fastest middle sector of a 30.4 of anybody so far. So, Pico, what can you see in terms of a dry line appearing on the start-finish line?
What I'll tell you what I can see. I can see the sunlight reflecting, and there's a shadow where the pit building is, and that's the first time I've seen that all day. So the track is now in sunlight for the first time today. So the sun finally starting to break through, and that will hopefully mean times are dropping. What's the fastest time at the moment, guys? I haven't got a timing screen in front of me.
1:24.681 for Nico Muller.
Oh, but they're not too far off then. They're only like 3 seconds off what they were doing. I'm not sure what the quickest time in the test is so far, but yeah, I know that they were doing at least 22s on Monday. I'm not sure if they dropped into the 21s yesterday,
Yeah,
but
it was yesterday's time was Mortar at 1:21.493.
okay, so yeah, they're only a couple seconds off, which is not bad for a track that I'd say is fairly damp. Am I still here? I heard a thing.
No, that's
Okay.
Giamana leaving.
Ah, okay, sorry. Just checking both my phones to make sure it's on that I'm still in and I can still hear you. But yeah, Nico Muller actually returned to the pits now. But yeah, it's nice to get some sun on the track, which means that even though the balcony up here won't be dry until mid-afternoon, the track will be in a much better soon.
Have they done this in the wrong order then, mate? By having a Friday, Monday afternoon only, Tuesday full day, Wednesday just the morning? Have they done it in the wrong order because this morning session is not going to get much data?
I think they've done it an interesting way. We've not had anything like this before. Usually it has been one media day, and then we have like all the other days like that. And they've done this in a different way. I think it's good because because some journos turn up for like start of the week, some have other commitments, so they turn up like midweek. I mean, like Jack just arrived. I saw him about an hour ago. So yeah, he's here for this afternoon's media day, but couldn't make the Monday one because he was still in Mexico City for the Formula One.
Right. Of course.
So yeah, I think it's good from like a media perspective, so that it's starting to split out a bit. But I would potentially had 2 sessions today, then 1 session tomorrow, and then you've got it in the afternoon, and then you've just got the litmus test on Friday. But they've certainly done this for a reason. So we'll have to see what that. But it seems to be going all right, and I haven't heard too many kind of complaints so far. So yeah,
Decent times. As I come into it, Maloney's lost track limits at turn 1 on one of his lap times. We've just seen flash up on our computer monitors up here in the booth. Is Alberto still talking?
Oh, he's not. I was looking the wrong way. Sorry.
Just quickly
he was just down there.
Go on, JT.
He was just down there.
Time comparison. Day 1 Pico was a 1:21.714.
Oh, so they were in the 121s by that. Okay, fair enough.
Three drivers were in the 121s day 1. Verline 0.714, De Vries 0.933, Dennis 0.983. First driver outside was a 003. Mortara.
Cool.
Roland da Costa separated by 1,000th. Fern and Cassidy, the 2 Citroens, separated by 1,000th at the end of day 1.
So a lot of improvements then will be coming up for tomorrow's session, I'd say, which is a thankful blessing because we need a lot of information coming in for the final day, day 4. And then day 5 will be the women's test.
Hang on, guys. I've just spotted Alberto. He's just gone up a couple of steps. I am so blind. Give me 2 seconds. He's chatting with someone. I'm just gonna. I just think I don't really want to interrupt, so
Go for
I'll
it.
just kind of hover.
Tell him we're live. That'll do it.
Yeah. I think he's getting a photo, and then I'll try and intervene. Okay.
All right. Good luck with the signal as well.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Just keep me posted.
Back where you were was good. Pico?
Yeah. Can you still hear me or not?
We can hear you fine there. Exactly where you are. Yeah. Good. There's Muller in the pit.
Posted.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes. Lovely. What are you witnessing out there on the circuit right now?
We've got a few cars out. Yeah.
Yeah, signal's gone, Pico. You need to move closer to the Wi-Fi.
What I'll have to do is I'll have to kind of drag him and then bring him back.
Yeah, that'll do it. Drag him and bring him back.
Yeah. But I will wait until he's finished chatting, and then I'll try and doorstep him.
Do it. That's always the best thing.
But I will have to bring him down a little bit so that it's.
At the moment, we've got Dan Ticktum on a full power lap. He's currently heading in the turns 8, 9, and 10 section of the circuit. Also out on track is Cassidy, DaCosta, Vern, Evans, Marty, Ericsson, and Bremy has finished his coffee and is back in the car. Is heading now in towards the final chicane. Dan Ticktum on that full power lap. You can tell if they're full power with that blue ring around that driver track number, and he does indeed improve, and he's up to third for 125.286 for Dan Ticktum.
Finally, some decent times started to come through as the track dries out.
What I'll do, guys, I'll ask you now what kind of questions that you guys would put to Alberto, and then I'll try and grab him, and then I'll ask him, because yesterday I asked you, and then Jeff couldn't hear, so then I had to relay it and everything. So
Liverpool E-Prix. We want the
Liverpool.
Yeah, we want Liverpool.
Okay.
Also,
anything for you, JT?
Brands.
Brands. Okay, great.
Yeah. Also, tell him about what about going through the Olympic Park. That was Giamana's.
Yeah.
Basically, we just want a good E-Prix because that seems to be we're losing ours.
Yeah.
It is quite good though. I would enjoy a Liverpool E-Prix. What would a Brands Hatch E-Prix be like? What would that be called? Still the London E-Prix?
I think it'd be awesome.
They could still get away
Right,
with
okay, I'm going to go doorstepping.
Go on. Alberto, can we have a quick chat? We're live on YouTube at the moment.
Sure.
You got time?
Sure. Let's go outside then. No, with the noise of the cars, better.
Okay.
I have only 6 minutes. Is that okay?
Okay.
Because at 10:25 I need to leave.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Josh, can you still hear us? Just checking.
We can go for it.
Okay, brilliant. All right. How are you? How are you, Alberto? How was your winter?
Super excited to be here on the official test. I'm really looking forward to that 6th of December. I'm going to traveling to Sao Paulo for the first race.
How good is it to be back here? Because obviously last year it had to be redone. We went to Madrid very last minute, and it was incredible how we got everyone over to Madrid. But this has been the home of Formula E for over 5 years now.
Yeah.
So how good is it to be back in Valencia?
I mean, it's fantastic, obviously, to be back here. You saw the images of Valencia and this particular area really, really damaged last year with the floodings. we have been responsible of this year, with help. We have been helping the people here who lost absolutely everything from their home to their cars, to eventually even their lives as well. So definitely there is a lot to do. There is still a lot to do in this region, and Formula E has always been, as helpful as we can be. We are supporting quite a few initiatives here to make the life a little bit better of all these people who lost absolutely everything. But having said so, it's also so important that the region, the city is almost back to normality, and this is the proof of it. We are here doing the official test of a world championship in this fantastic city that has been always so supportive to Formula E.
And looking ahead to this season, we've got a few new locations on the calendar. We're heading to Madrid for a race this year. We're going to Miami to the Hard Rock Stadium, which we did the Evo sessions. Sanya's coming back on the calendar. What can you tell us about the new locations and returning ones for next season?
Well, as you can imagine, Madrid is kind of my special thing, being obviously Spanish, and the two founders, Alejandro and myself, for the first time that we go with a race in Spain. We did a race in Valencia back in the past, but it was without public because of the COVID. So this is going to be the first race with public in Spain. Hopefully it's going to be a big success. There is a lot of media attention for the race. The first time that we have a Spanish team, a Spanish driver, and we race in Spain. So definitely is waking up a little bit the attention of about Formula E in Spain. So that is kind of my highlight of the season personally. Professionally, and I'm talking as a founder of Formula E. Obviously, the three new additions are massive. Hard Rock Cafe. I think it's the stadium. It's a beautiful venue for Formula E. A lot more flexibility, more versatile. You say, than Homestead, definitely. And I think we can produce there way better racing that we have ever done in Miami, including when we race in the city center. Sanya is an absolute pleasure to be back. It's an amazing place, but more importantly, is in the country that we really want to put a little bit of focus on, which is China. And China is the home of electrification of mobility today, and definitely our intention is to be doing more and more races there in that territory together with the US. I think those are the two focus that we want to put on in the next few years.
And obviously, being British, we've got London at the end of the year, but there are still things flying up because it's looking likely that we can't return because a few corners aren't good and won't be safe enough to run in Gen 4. What can you tell us about the future of a British race? We spoke to Jeff yesterday about it, and he said it's so important to have a race in the UK.
Definitely, and he said UK. I would say it's so important to have a race in London. So definitely, there is no doubt we will be racing in London. If Excel, for whatever reason, we cannot race there, we are already in talks with different options, in order to try and replace it. It will be a pity because actually I believe that Excel is so much DNA of Formula E. Is exactly what we do. But unfortunately, no. Fortunately, those cars, are getting faster, bigger. And definitely, it's there are going to be some tracks that we're not going to be able to be racing there in the future with Gen 4. But that the only thing I can tell you is that we for sure will be racing in London in Gen 4, definitely.
Are you looking at potentially a stopgap in between? I know that Brand's been mentioned, Silverstone's been mentioned. Are they kind of on the cards just like as like a holding pattern? Then when we know that we can go back to London, then we go straight there?
I mean, our DNA remains exactly untouched, which is basically trying to race in the streets of the biggest cities of the world. That's our target, but sometimes it's just not doable. So definitely, if being in key markets is even a bigger priority for us than the type of venue that we race at. So definitely, if we have defined London as a market that we need to be in, we will race there, no matter where. Then, if eventually we have our dream come true, would be like finding a street circuit in London. But if in the meantime we need to go to a permanent track, we will not hesitate to do that.
Is it London or bust, or are you looking at other UK cities as well. People have been saying potentially Manchester, Liverpool, other ones, or is London the one that you want more than anything?
I mean, we race in the biggest capitals of the world, and London is one of the biggest capital of the world, maybe the biggest one. So definitely, London is a top priority for us. Doesn't mean that we are not looking into other options. No, it's true. We're looking into other options, actually, to other cities. But our preference, and this is public, so our preference is basically to be racing in London.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Roberto. I know you need to get off, so thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you.
Josh, to you.
Interesting. 2 other cities are in contention as well, so it's not London or bust. That's entertaining. I wonder what those 2 cities are. One of them has to be Manchester. One of them has to be Liverpool.
I reckon it could be like Manchester or Liverpool. It could be Birmingham.
Yeah,
that could be an option. But yeah.
I mean, Pico? We've been to Autosport International and we've seen the NECL Centre. Could that be an option to race inside? It's big enough.
Potentially. Potentially, yeah. I know that my brother has actually driven into the NEC in his little Skoda City Go, so you can definitely drive in and outside of the NEC. It's basically the same blueprint as the London XL. So yeah, it's certainly a possibility.
That would be, if Birmingham is it, that would keep the inside-outside nature of it all. And you could probably, because of the way the NEC works, you could probably have a couple of corners inside the NEC, couldn't you? Not just the start-finish straight. You could probably have a whole little sector in there.
Potentially, yeah.
Because it is big. It is massive in that place. It's bigger.
Oh yeah, it is massive.
So that would be interesting. That would be. That would be doable. I'd really like to see if that's possible, actually, because that would be such a weird atmosphere being in the NEC. And also, they've got a good media centre there and good Wi-Fi. So I'd personally like that. But you did brilliant there, Pico, as well. Anything that you took away from that?
Well, I can't advertise it now.
Yeah, what did
Sorry, hang on. Jack's moaning about not being able to advertise.
Because I was busy.
Would you like to say anything to the fans at home?
Hi, fans at home. Hope you're having a good day. The track's still quite wet, actually. Now that I'm outside, I'm actually seeing it. We've been very busy. We're trying to secure some interviews, so we should have Ella Lloyd and Alice Powell at some point tomorrow. So
brilliant.
just trying to secure some interviews and so forth, and speaking to teams. So still lots of content. Actually, it's okay. Actually, I've just felt some raindrops.
Did you?
I've just felt some raindrops.
I was outside earlier, but we've had some.
I've just felt some raindrops. So the track is definitely damp. You can see that it looked dry from the windows outside, but it's
you can actually see the wet line and the dry line.
Yeah, you can. You can. So it's damp, but it's like it's kind of slick to me intermediate.
It's the conditions that we had in that second race back in season 7 here.
Potentially, yes.
It's exactly the same, because that was a very kind of wet drive.
Yeah. You'd think that, obviously, we haven't had rain for a good couple of hours. I don't know. We woke up, it was 7 o'clock, and it wasn't raining. So, but as a Jaguar goes past me on a full power lap.
Boys.
So, I don't know. So, that's why the track at the moment is still quite wet.
Boys,
Go for it, Josh.
Do you want me to tell you a story about Valencia? One year, we started a MotoGP race, and it was bone dry and sunny. Within 5 laps, the rain had come down so hard that we had riders literally floating off the circuit.
Which year was that?
2018? Somewhere around there, 2017, 2018.
Oh, do you know what? I remember that one. Yes, yeah.
Dovey took the lead and then put his hand up. He wanted to stop the race.
Okay.
It was really shocking day. The race did restart, though. I can't remember if the championship was decided or not at that point. I don't think it was. Well, 2017, it must have been 2018, I think, that the rain came down.
2017, I remember that one, because that was Pedrosa versus Zarco on the last lap.
Yes.
I think that was dry. So I think it was 2018, because that was the last race for Nick Harris and Julian Ryder. And I remember that very vividly.
It was 2018, yeah. I've just
2018.
Yeah, the red flag came out.
I low-key remember that. Didn't Paul Espargaro get KTM's first podium or something like that week, that day?
I'm looking. Yes, he did. Yeah. Podium was Dovi won, Rins was second, and Paul was third. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a day!
Yeah. I love MotoGP. It's such a good series. I think it has the best racing in the world. Motorbike racing is so much better than car racing.
That's
He
brave.
says,
That's
looking
brave.
at cars.
You're at a car circuit, and that's brave of you to say that. Oh yeah, that's brilliant. Although Valencia, you will be there in MotoGP will be there in like 3 weeks' time, something like that.
3 weeks. They got a week off, and they're going to Portimao and then Valencia. I was looking at going to Portimao this year. I spent everything on this instead, so me and my mate decided we'll do Portimao next year instead.
Portimao next year is going to be entertaining. I can tell you that right now. As a if you're covering that, you might get me as a fan just pointing at bikes from grandstands and stuff. Do it. Well, I will be covering it. We will always cover it as well. We've got MotoGP coming up, not this weekend, next weekend in Portimao, and then the weekend after, coming up in Valencia. This weekend on JB Motorsports, it's just the NASCAR, the ending of the season as well. JT and Matthew Owens have got the trucks and Xfinity, and I am back for the Wonder Bar of the Cup Series finale. Byron's in it, Hamlin's in it. Is Chastain still in it along with Bell, or what happened? Who's the four, GT?
It was Hamlin, Briscoe, and then
Larson.
Of course, Byron Larson.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, we've got it. I've got the championship 4 located as well to sort it all down. I think it's Denny Hamlin's year, personally. That's just my bet on that front to come into it. So, GT, what did you make of Alberto as well in the interview? Any pointers you took? He was very adamant that London, but it was London, wasn't it, that they're going to?
Good interview.
Oh,
very good
interview.
Hopefully we'll be able to get that as a separate thing. But yeah, it's 2 other cities. Now, there's more than 2 other cities outside of London.
Yeah, so where would you go?
There's quite a few.
There is. But
I could name about 17 cities outside of London in the United Kingdom, at least.
17?
I reckon that's a solid number.
Where would you go, Pico?
Right. Why? Would you like me to name 17 cities?
Hold on, let me get my notepad out.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, World Bank, West Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Hebrew.
Yeah. That is exactly what I've been doing.
Okay, Jack, go.
Right. Oxford, Milton Keynes, Brighton, Liverpool, Manchester, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Cardiff, Exeter, Plymouth. Oh, this is harder than I thought. Norwich, Ipswich, Canterbury.
That's 13.
Reading.
You're forgetting the one that I literally live in.
Nottingham.
No, but yes.
Yeah. I'm just thinking what's right. Leicester.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
You very nearly missed Birmingham, but yeah. We've got we had a brief yellow at turn 3, by the way. No car was down there, but that is done. Okay, we've got.
Is that 17? Did I get 17 or have I got more to go?
I've got 18.
Oh, you got 18?
I got 18.
And now.
There we go. I've hit my target.
Did he even mention London at one point? He hasn't mentioned London, has he?
It was
no, because it was outside of London.
Oh,
so I had to name it 17 that's not London.
Adam said, by the way, technically there are 76 cities in the UK.
There is.
Yeah, that's where I could name 17.
Hey, and I'm offended. You didn't mention Hull. Hull.
I didn't go to Hull, no.
No, you didn't go to Hull. Hull City.
Yeah.
That's literally
Yeah.
my family.
I'll
Part of
be
my
honest.
family football.
I'll be honest, I
Also-
was just working through the championship and I just never got to Hull.
What? Hang on. The Hull E-Prix.
You
A
noted
Holly Prix.
Yeah, think about it. I've done right. You cannot deny when you come into Hull off the motorway, off the Humber Bridge, and you go round the long sweep. There's literally a section of the motorway where you're like, "My God, this will be a brilliant racetrack." Every time. Parking will be a nightmare, but still.
Pico.
Yeah.
I've put them
I'm not
through.
sure. I'm not sure if that's the one that Alberto's thinking of, but we'll have to see.
And unfortunately, 2 are incorrect.
Oh, which two did you get?
Which 2 did I get wrong?
Ipswich and Reading are not cities.
Is Reading?
Are they not? Oh.
No.
Quick, say Hull. Say Hull, then you get 17.
Hull. There we
go.
go. I'm 17. Thank you.
No outside help allowed, but sure, I guess.
Okay, I will. Wolverhampton. Is that a city?
I thought it was a town.
Was that Northampton?
It might be a town.
Wolverhampton.
No, Wolverhampton.
Okay. Is a city.
Is a city.
Is a city. Mega. There we go. 17. We got it on a technicality.
How many? So there's 75 cities in the UK. Exactly what cities are they? Because
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
Do you want me to list them all? Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is what testing is for. It's for filling time with mundane facts.
Soon, the nations of the world.
Yeah.
With Donald Trump. Go on.
Okay. Bath, Birmingham, Bradford, Brighton and Hove, Bristol, Cambridge, Canterbury, Carlisle, Chelmsford, Chester, Chichester, Colchester, Coventry, Derby, Doncaster, Durham, Ely, Exeter, Gloucester, Hereford, Kingston upon Hull, Lancaster, Leeds, Leicester, Lichfield, Lincoln, Liverpool, London, Manchester, Milton Keynes, Newcastle upon Tyne, Norwich, Nottingham, Oxford, Peterborough, Plymouth, Portsmouth, Preston, Salford,
Preston.
Salisbury, well done for not getting that one, mate. Sheffield, Southampton, Southend-on-Sea, St Albans, Stoke-on-Trent, Sunderland, Truro, Wakefield, Wells, Westminster, Winchester, Wolverhampton, Worcester, York.
York City. I don't forget York.
Aberdeen, Dundee, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Inverness, Perth, Stirling. There are a couple missing off of this list.
How did we forget York and Lincoln?
You could have had, and this is from the official Gov UK list, you could have had Hamilton in Bermuda as an overseas territory, City of Gibraltar, Stanley in the Falkland Islands,
that's
Jamestown in St Helena. Those are probably your pointless answers.
Can I just say something? Can we not talk
Person,
about
I think
the
if we have a
Falklands?
UK pre and it's in Gibraltar, I think that's a bit of a piss take.
No, Pico. The really bad one would be if we had it in the Falklands, as JT's just mentioned as well. Then that's borderline 82. It's borderline.
No Argentine media allowed.
I can hear Top Gear right now. Dear me. No, I can't do that one. That's to be fair. That one's as bad as the. Do you remember when Sonoda blocked Behrman in America? Do you remember? Down at the chicane, he blocked him down turn 15 and 16.
Yes.
I said in commentary that's the worst thing that a Japanese driver has done to an American team since Pearl Harbor. I quite like that one. It was a good joke.
Okay, moving on. Dan Tictum has gone
dear.
top for a 122.871.
I still think that was a good joke. It was quite funny.
Yeah. Weirdly, talking about TikTok makes it less far right.
Dan's bastard, yeah.
But yeah.
Oh dear. Anything else with a pointless answer?
Right.
I mean,
Jack's gonna talk. Right. Do you want to talk? No, he doesn't want to talk. I didn't really get what you said.
How about we make Jack talk and get him to do 17 or 18 cities?
Right. So you need to fill for a bit. I need to talk to Jack.
All right,
See you in a
no
bit.
worries. See you in a bit,
Okay.
boys. Well, JT, go on. Let's try and find another pointless answer, shall we? There's got to be something. Give us a
They
Formula
did
E.
do. Hold on. They did do a pointless UK cities.
I knew they did. They had to have done.
Let me see if I can get the answers.
Well, the most pointless UK city. Well, that's harsh. What's the smallest one that you'd say would be? Yeah, that's it.
Smallest UK city is St David's in Wales.
Is that just a couple of square miles?
It's got a population of 1,850.
That is quite small. What's Grimsby's population, actually? I'm thinking about it. There's 5 anyway, this house.
85,915.
85,000 people in Grimsby?
Between 2011 and 2021, the town's population decreased by 2%.
Hang on. You're telling me that there's 85,000 people in this town, and I recognise at least half of them.
I would like to see you recognise
40,000.
around 42,500 people.
Literally, every single time I leave this house and go to the shops, somebody recognises me. And it's getting embarrassing.
Nice.
Literally, there was a guy...
I mean, you may or may not have quite a big YouTube channel.
That is also true, but also there was a guy in town, in the town centre. I was walking through with Mum and David. We were going to Primark, as you do. And a guy, because I looked at me and said, "Oh, hi, how you doing? You doing all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm doing fine." I turned to my mum and said, "Who the hell's he?" I was like, "I have no idea who he is." If you're listening now, I apologise, but I had no idea who he was at all. And I've now got Nina, I've got a girlfriend now who lives in, I'm not going to say where she lives, but further away, and I'm recognising people there as well. Very interesting.
Shocking.
Keith.
Felipe Drugovich, by the way.
What?
122.493. He's at the top, taking it away from Dan Tickton. We're into the second half of this session, believe it or not, now.
We're down to an hour and a half. Way. This could take a while. Do you reckon it will take a while? Is it going to go quite quickly? The next hour?
I mean, yeah.
We hope. We hope. Do you know it's Zara's birthday soon, by the way? My niece.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yes.
That's nice.
I've just received a text message saying I can buy her birthday present.
That's nice. Mortara finishes his power lap, goes top 122.228. That's a lot of twos. The two to lose. Have you seen that, JB?
Where's that?
The video where the airport announcement announces the 1022 plane to Toulouse, and it sounds like the two to Toulouse.
I have not. Send it to me.
I will.
What I'm very disappointed about, by the way, Formula E. They're there. All the team are there. All the socials are there. They've posted nothing. There's nothing. There's no testing recap days. There's nothing. If you want to see Formula E testing, this is the only place. We've done more than they have.
Sending it to you now.
We've done more than they have. Do you know, next year we're doing this trackside. I'm saying that. Next year we're going trackside. Are you coming?
I don't know. Maybe.
I have seen
probably
it.
not.
I will. Are we allowed to play this on air?
Let me.
Because we need to fill time. This sounds quite funny. I presume we are. It's audio only, right?
Okay. Yeah, you can. There's no swearing in it at all.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Let's have a listen then. Oh, I've got to restart the thing.
Do you want me to just feed it?
Lufthansa Star Alliance flight LH2222 to Toulouse. We ask all remaining passengers to proceed to gate K21 immediately. This is the last call for your Lufthansa Star Alliance flight LH2222 to Toulouse.
Right.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. That's quite funny. Two. Oh, that livened up the morning. Good morning, everyone. Two, Toulouse. Oh my God.
Absolutely incredible, I know, isn't it?
Oh. What's this about Callum Rovanpera? He's done a test in an F2 car.
Really?
Yeah, I think Callum Rovanpera is going to look really good. Of course, he was in HRC, wasn't he? Now he's moved over to Formula 2 ahead of next year.
Going across the line at the moment, NATO has just gone third. We've now got Nick de Vries on a full power lap. He goes up to 6th. So track getting better, more cars now in the 122s or the 122s. As Sebastian Vemi now heads out of pit lane to the circuit.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite interesting.
Next up, Jake Dennis has just started a full power lap. He goes across the line. Now, we just had a move. I believe DaCosta or Maloney just took their place. I think DaCosta went 12th.
Yeah, on a 123.784, he's coming out onto the circuit as well. He's right behind, I believe, that is going to be the 22 of Zane Maloney. Hard to tell on the driver tracker, they're sort of riding each other. 3, 4.
Yeah, it is saying it is Maloney.
Zane Maloney coming through. Went very northern then, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, the time travel is possible because the further up the M1 you go, the more time you travel. Yeah, I know.
Is that your version of the if your parents won't leave you have cake at 2:30 a.m. then the only alternative is that substance?
Anyway, going across the line, Bremy to start his power lap, and Dennis to finish his full power lap. He pulls out of it as he heads into the pit lane.
Just trying to get the blog operational again to tell you information, but it's gone down, which is really annoying. I think it's loading back in. Just a reminder that it is media day, so I think the boys have going to head off now to Jeff Dodds, if I'm not mistaken, with the round table.
Yeah, they do have that coming up.
Oh, hang on, we've got the blog back. Excellent. Mortara is back on the top of the timesheets. We've seen Tictum and Dragovic both have turns, and while we were just thinking about doing a post about them, up pops Mortara as the Swiss Italian registers a 1:22.228. As we get closer to the fastest time set by him yesterday. Citroën are showing lots of potential. They've been putting in some fast laps, and we briefly saw Jean-Luc Verne and Cassidy at the top of the timesheets, but we've got to remember that it is, although their new logo on the grid for Season 12, that's a race-winning team working on that car. The Stellantis powertrain is also looking quick and like a serious challenge to achieve some great results in Season 12. Gunther also made an appearance at the top of the timesheets as the first driver to break into the 1-minute 22s. But when we had an early excursion onto the gravel at turn 8, that was the yellow flag JT you saw. A tricky corner downhill braking left-hander coming off the back of a quick straight, but as the morning progresses, the weather improves, and with that, the track is getting faster and faster. That's the latest news we have at the moment. Which is, I suppose, a good thing. Good ideas to come through. Good pressure for all of the action. 6 cars are out of the track, 14 are in the pits, 75% chance of rain at the moment, 7 now 8 kilometre wind speed, track temperature 19 degrees, air temperature 17. It's still very chilly out there this morning.
Yeah, it is. As currently on full power laps, we have Maloney and Bremy. Only Bremy, Da Costa, Muller, Maloney, Verline and Degrassi out on track at the moment.
And typing in Formula E, pointless answers. And we can have a game.
Okay, I'm currently trying to name all 50 states on a map.
I've got a Formula E
This
quiz.
is very, very productive.
That is, yeah, right, that is interesting. Right, can you name every Formula E driver?
What?
There's 87.
Forever?
There's 87 of them, and you have 12 minutes.
Is that on Sporkle?
Yes.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah. So if you get it, well, yeah, let's have a go. So, Sam Bird. Here's one.
Yeah.
Lucas Degrassi. So that's another.
Yeah. Are you just going to read off the timing screen?
Oh well, I could do that. Mortar.
Let's get everyone from this year.
Dennis. NATO.
Of course, it's not got this year's drivers.
Of course it hasn't. De Vries, Gunther.
Who just moved on? Oh, I've got one by just typing in two letters. Amazing.
Cassidy. What is that? Hoping Tongue?
No. But
Hoping Tongue's not registered. Yeah, Marching Ma was in there.
Yeah.
Evans, Cassidy, Da Costa, Ericsson. Ericsson's not there.
Yes, he is.
How do you spell Ericsson?
It's on your timing screen.
Oh yeah, fair point. I've got the wrong one open. Hang on a minute. Oh, this is harder than it looks.
It is hard. This is peak entertainment right now.
Ericsson hasn't come up there.
ERIK.
Yeah.
SSON.
ERIK. Yeah.
SSON.
Oh yeah, got him.
Wow. Sebastian Remy on a full power lap at the moment. Same with Pascal Verline.
Right.
Remy.
I've got 19.
Head.
So who haven't I got?
Okay.
Prost.
Across the line. And that's Maloney heading in to the pits. Pascal Verline, meanwhile, heading through the final chicane. And he will go up to second, a 122.301, 73 thousandths behind first place, who is Mortara with a 122.228.
I've got Simone Di Silvestro and Catherine Legg. Heidfeld.
Yeah.
This is harder than it looks. Scott Speed. So he was there. Chanhock.
Yep, 2015.
Yeah.
Only the 4 cars out on track at the moment. We're
This is a good game.
5 minutes away until we get into the final hour of the session.
This is harder than it looks because there's been some really weird ones where they've only done one race. Oh, Alex Lynn was there. Gasly, he's been there.
Yep.
This is harder than it looks. This is really hard to think back about all the Formula E drivers.
There is another one, which is it was last updated 27th of July, so it is
How do you spell
up to
Alguersuari?
last season.
How do you spell Alguersuari?
Google is your friend. Pascal Wehrlein heading through the final chicane now, heads into the pit lane, which only gives us the 3 cars out on track. There's the Costa, Bremy, and Muller. Muller and the Costa are together.
Villeneuve. I forgot about Jack
Yep.
Villeneuve. He was there. So Villeneuve's been there. Who was in it? Oh, Senna. How can you forget about Senna? Charpeak. God, this is harder than it looks.
There's a Formula E teams one as well.
Oh, Truly. Jarno Trulli. Yeah, of course, he was there. Oh my God, this is harder than it looks. I'm doing well. I can remember. Who's been there 2018 till present that I've missed? Dennis. I haven't got Dennis. Oh, I have got Dennis. Who have I missed from 2018 onwards? Evans. No. Who have I missed from 2018 till present?
You'll have to find out.
No, I got Verline.
Vern back out on track. Makes the 4th car.
I don't know.
Sebastian Vemi, meanwhile, in towards turn 1.
Oh, this is so hard.
1 hour and 3 minutes on the clock of this morning session, the one and only session here in Valencia. The other Citroen of Nick Cassidy just heading out of pit lane down towards turn 1 as we speak.
This is a lot harder than it looks. Oh, hang on. Montani. Frank Montani. I forgot about Frank Montani. How could you forget about Frank Montani? Let's see. It's not registering them, though.
Probably because you're spelling them wrong.
Let's see. Yeah. Sarazan. How do you spell Sarazan? Is it 2 R's? Sarazin.
Google is your friend.
Got it. Oh, Andretti. Of course. Yeah, Marco. Justin Wilson did that fantastic move in Moscow just a couple of weeks before he died. That was also. Sato, he's been here. Salvador Duran. Oh, of course. Frines. Robin Frines. That's who I was missing. I forgot about him. Hoping Tongue. Got him now, finally. I was got that one sorted. Fontana was in a race.
Yep, more cars heading out on circuit as Joel Eriksson, the other Envision, joins the party. So does Felipe Drugovic. With now just 1 hour left of this 3-hour test session here in Valencia. Time 11 a.m. over there in Spain, 10 a.m. over here in the UK. As that's Muller heading across the line in towards turn 1.
I've got 3 minutes and 40 left. I've got 48 out of 87.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Da Costa activates full power through turn 12. We'll keep an eye on his lap as he progresses. He's got a clear track in front of him from the start line to turn 2, which is where Vern is. Train of cars, however, in turn 6. That is Muller, Ericsson, and Drugovic, and Sebastian Remy, by the way, headed into pit lane. Also on full power, Nick Cassidy heading out the final chicane across the line, as we are now inside that final hour of the session. 59 minutes and 36, 35, 34 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, hang on.
You doing all right there, Birch?
Rosenquist. Doesn't seem to be accepting it. I forgot about Rosenquist. For some reason, yeah. That's really annoying me. There, Rosenquist.
Here comes the Costa into the final chicane on a full power lap. And he will head across the line, currently 14th. He goes up to 5th for 122.442, 6 thousandths behind the Nissan of Norman Nato. We look to turn 12, and that Nick Cassidy in the Citroen. They were separated by 1 thousandth, were the two Citroens on day 1 into the right, left, right final chicane. And we'll head up across the line, currently 14th. He goes top with a 122.095.
I've just remembered,
compared to a 122.228.
Yeah. Just remember Neil Shani, who did not do the best. Massa. Forgot Massa did it. Massa was here for a few years. Oh, this is so hard. How can I forget the bridesmaid? Lotterer. Oh my God, this is like if you ever want to challenge yourself, go. Paffett was here for a few years. How do you spell Paffett? Got it, Gary Paffett. This is a lot of fun, but really hard as well. If anybody ever wants to challenge themselves, go do this, because it is really hard. Oh, Megan's favourite. Brendan Hartley. Got fired. Seta Kamara. This is hard. This is really, really hard. Collado. Blomqvist. I've got 10 seconds left. No, I don't think I've got anyone else. I can't think of anyone else. No, it's out. I've got 66 out of 87, JT. Happy?
It's not bad.
Oh, I was 76%. So I got Sam Bird, Jaime Alguersuari, Karun Chandhok, Bruno Senna, Oriol Silvia, Joan D'Ambrosio, Nicholas Prost, of course, Nico Prost, Sebastian Remy, Jarno Trulli. I missed Michele Cerrucci. Got Lucas Degrassi, Daniel Abt, Nick Heidfeld, Stefan Sarazan. I missed Frank Montani because I couldn't spell his last name, but Montani was there. Charles Peak, Takuma Sato I got, Catherine Legg, Piquet, Hoping Tongue. I missed Loic Duval. Oh, that's embarrassing. Vern, I got Brabham, DaCosta, Duran. I missed Antonio Garcia. Fabio Lima, I got Liuzzi, Fontana, Andretti, Speed, Wilson, Di Silvestro. I missed Sakon Yamamoto. I got Turvey, Villeneuve, Roland, Frines, Baton, Nathan Baton is always there. Conway, Marchinois, Rene Rast, Jose Maria Lopez, Engel, Mara Engel, Felix Rosenquist, of course, Mitch Evans. Adam Cowell drove here for 2 seasons. Dylan, Gasly. I missed Esteban Gutierrez. Oh, I'm embarrassed. You only had 2017. Alex Lynn, Eduardo Mortara, I got Neil Jani, missed Luca Felipe, but it wouldn't let me spell his name. I got Lotterer, missed Kobayashi. Oh, did he? Yeah, he was here for a year, wasn't he? Blomqvist, Van Dorn, I got Got Paffett, got Gunther, Massa, Sims, Verline, missed Nazar. Got DeFries, Collado, Hartley, Muller, Seta Kamara, Cassidy, Dennis, Nato, Eriksson. I missed Oliver Askew. Oh, it's embarrassing. He's in the comment box as well. And I missed Giovinazzi. He was with Dragon. Got Tictor, missed Sasha Fenestraz, missed Jake Hughes. That's bad. Kelvin van der Linde as well. He was there with that. Missed Roberto Merri. That was embarrassing because I went back to Formula 2 afterwards. Missed Beckman, Jeruvela, got Barnard, missed Paul Aron, and Jordan King, and Kyle Collette, and Zane Maloney. I thought I got Maloney. He's on the board. How did I miss Maloney? He's in the session now. Isn't he? Yeah. How did I miss him? But yeah, there we go.
Absolute shocker.
That was a shocker. So there you go, everyone. I got 76% out. Yeah, so 66 out of 87. How that Blu-ray 12 minutes. Whew. Now name all the Formula E racetracks. God, that was hard.
Oh, you on that one as well?
What have you got?
Well, I'll pause mine so we can actually talk about the session. It's really annoying. I keep getting this, we've got an update for you notification, and I keep pressing another time, but it comes up like every 15 minutes. It's really annoying. Anyway, first two lap times inside the 121s. We've had Nico Muller a 121.921 and then 29 thousandths behind a 121.950 who are inside that. So track at the moment is at its best and it will only get better. The only car on a full power lap at the moment is Vern, heading in towards the turn 8, 9 and 10 complex. Out of that, now down at the chicane, we've got the 37 and the 28 car.
So, JT, I've just sent you a cities to host Formula E race quiz, and I put it into the YouTube chat as well so that you can all play along. I want you to get that up and get ready to type, and I'm going to try and list them all without Googling.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, this is the only session today. The afternoon session is the media session, which will have tons of content from.
Yes, and that's in tomorrow mornings. We'll see it all as well, and in the afternoon. So, have you got it open? Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, begin. Beijing.
Yep. Yeah.
Putrajaya.
You're going to make me spell that?
Yeah. Punta del Este. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buenos Aires.
Okay.
Long Beach. Miami. Oh, where did you go to Miami? Monaco. Moscow. Oh, we went really weird places in season 1. Where else did we go? Berlin, obviously. London. How many is that?
9.
London was a double header, so that is season 1. Paris.
Yeah.
Hong Kong. Sanya. Shanghai. Tokyo. London. We said London, haven't we?
Yeah.
Montreal. Seoul.
Back up. We've just had. I've paused the timer.
Okay.
Got a lap at the moment starting for Vern. Also on a full power lap is Jake Dennis. Got down Tipton heading across the line. The two Cooper Kiros together on the circuit. And a whole party of red cars going through the turn 8, 9 and 10 complex. All 4 of them in a line. And then you've got the two Nissans together going down towards turn 7.
It's going to be really hard, though, in the race, isn't it? When we're trying to work out who's who, and they're all just mangled up together. But more time, I improve up the order here. Valencia. Add Valencia to the list just remember because we're here.
Yeah. I'm using this time to get the spelling of that absolute shocker one that you said earlier on.
Jaya.
Yes.
Yeah. I know. It's quite a bad one, wasn't it? Puebla.
I'm having to go right to first season, all the way back.
Oh, that's Punty Thursday.
Okay.
You got Puchaya.
Cape Town from Saz.
Yeah. Puebla.
Valencia.
New York.
Yeah. Portland.
Yeah, Portland, of course.
We've got Miami.
Diriyah
got
and
Long
Jeddah.
Beach.
Diriyah, Jeddah.
Diriyah.
Rome.
Jeddah's on there. Rome.
Marrakesh.
Mazzano.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we had a race in Mazzano. That was a weird one.
Yeah. We had 2.
Yeah. Santiago.
Yep. 28 out of 34, not bad.
20 out of 34. We've still got time. Got to fit in as
7.5 minutes.
Jakarta. How did we get Jakarta? Did we do Seoul, by the way?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, this is so difficult. I feel like there's one I'm missing from like really bizarre days. Hong Kong.
Bern, yeah.
Bern. Did we say Bern?
Yep, Saz has got that one. Seoul and Tokyo are already in. Yep.
Is Swiss there? Because Zurich, because we went to Bern, but then we went to Zurich as well. So is yeah. I think it'd be pity and say that Ad Diriyah is different to Diriyah. Bet you that would be.
Not.
Yeah, the Zurich. Although it would be the Swiss EP, but we were in Zurich.
Yep, that is their 31 out of 34. One of them has hosted 9 races. One of them has hosted 3 races. The other only 1 race.
9 races it's held.
Yeah.
We got New York, right? We got Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Held 9 races. So it must be on the counter for a while. Montreal, we got that right?
Montreal is already there as 2.
Hosted 2 races. So hosted how many?
Montreal hosted 2.
And this one that we're missing is hosted 9.
9, 3 and 1. Just had Joel Eriksson going to 12th across the line.
Was Mazzano on the calendar last year? Cape Town. We got Cape Town? Hyderabad. Oh, how did we forget Hyderabad?
That is the one.
India.
So it's only 9 and 3.
9 and 3.
Quarters. Haha. Oliver Rowland out on track, out of pit lane.
Hosted 9 and 3. And we haven't said it yet. Oh, Sao Paulo. That's hosted 3.
Yep. Now it's just the one that has hosted 9.
Mexico.
Yeah. 34 out of 34.
Hey! We did it. What was the timer?
5 minutes and 12 seconds left.
Okay, that's good. That's decent. I'm surprised you didn't say that it wanted Mexico City.
It did want Mexico City.
Right, so well done in the chat, everyone. Thank you very much for helping us out. Yeah, Riyadh coming through. Marrakesh, Cape Town, Seoul, Tokyo, Bern. We always had some classic. What's been your favourite over the years for a Formula E race? I really enjoyed Bern. That was a great race.
Yeah. We've had quite a couple of good ones, haven't we?
I'm trying to think what my favourite track was.
Mortara back to the top, a 121.680. So we are, I believe, quicker than what we were on day one, as that was a 714.
Yes, it's a 121.680 from Mortara, Muller, Cassidy, Verline, Gunther, top 5. Nicky's asking, how's it going? Well, nothing much has happened. It's been a wet track this morning, so it's been drying out a lot in the only session we'll have today. So, a lot of long runs have been going through, which I think is respectable. Boys are now with the big boss, by the way. So that's who we're hearing from out there. Is there any more?
So we've got a yellow flag at turn 9. And, well, we've got 2 cars there of Verline and Dragovic. It was at turn 7 and turn 9. So a little bit of issues there, but it's all clear. Emmy says the old Berlin layout was better than the current one, in my opinion, but my favourite lost track in FE has to be New York.
I like the New York one. New York, I think, was a good racetrack, especially down towards turn, just after the hairpin, was turn 1 and 2, but then it looped around, so it became 4 on the back stretch. Everyone locked up, went straight on the track. Anybody say this differently? That they actually, does anyone remember and enjoyed Montreal? I know the mayor of, that didn't really work out well. She was a bit of a, but the overall of Montreal was fantastic. Great race, great opening race. That was the last one of season 3, where Lucas Degrassi finally won the title in season 3, a year after taking out Sebastian Buemi. He won the title in London, and it was the first ever race victory for Jean-Luc Verne in the Tachita cars back then. Montreal was nice, says Nikki. Absolutely it was. What a circuit, what a venue. But rumours persist that we are going to the circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Montreal E-Prix to come better. I've got a better one though, Vancouver. Did we race in Vancouver? I wanted to say Vancouver. Have I missed that? Oh, it collapsed. Yeah, I thought so.
It was planned for 2022, but it never happened.
I was thinking, because I thought Vancouver was in my head as we had a race. Sticking with the women's series, by the way, many drivers who are racing in the test on Friday are also running in the F1 Academy test in Bahrain right now. Maya Vuk has gone fastest, from Johnny Conte as well, Chloe Chambers, Alicia Palmowski, Emma Felbermeyer, Ella Lloyd, Dorian Pan, Nina Gaiman, Tina Hausman, and Chloe Chong. They are all the top 10 so far over there in the AM session in Bahrain. Yeah, although we never saw a layout, did we, for Vancouver? That's the thing I've just remembered. But yeah, it got cancelled, as it always does. Did we see a layout? No, we never did.
I think I have it here.
The Vancouver Street Circuit.
14 turn. Wait, no. Hold on. No, 14 grandstands. Why did they number the grandstands and all the turns?
Do you remember Vancouver and IndyCar? Last year was in 2004. The Vancouver Street Circuit was going to be revitalised for Formula E. Ah, okay. That's what was going to happen. In July 2021, it was announced that a new race by the FIA Formula One Championship, the Vancouver GP, would run on a reconfigured 2.21 kilometres version of the track on the same site. So it was there.
It was going to headline the Canadian E-Fest, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now, Vancouver and IndyCar was a troubled history. That was really bad. Still not. JT sent me the link. Excellent. Thank you very much. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Interesting break to come through. Let's have a look. Go on.
That hairpin into turn 1, if we actually had it, would have been interesting.
It would have been so good. The Canadian E-Fest. Wow, look at that one. So they really did have the circuit layout done. Hairpin to 1. Then 90 degree. And the hairpin actually down from 10, 10, 11. That would be quite good. Into 12. That would have been good.
Pascal Wehrlein currently at full power out on the circuit. We've got 39 minutes remaining on the clock, and Wehrlein will start that full power lap time now as he heads in towards turn 1. Saz says, I miss Rome.
I do. I think, okay, I'd agree. I think of all the circuits I miss of Formula E, Rome is the one I miss the most. It was amazing. Always the best race of the calendar to come through. Monaco's taken that mantle now. Does anyone else remember the year that we raced in Berlin, but we didn't race at Tempelhof? Season 2, we raced on the Berlin street circuit. My God, was that a boring race. A lot happened in it, but Jack Nicholls was only on commentary. Alan McNish was supposed to be on commentary, but had to leave. So it was the only race where Jack Nicholls did solo commentary for.
The pit lane map for the Burn E3 is confusing me.
Is this because it's got a sharp 90-degree right, then left to come into the pits and the narrowest entry?
Like,
while you look at that, I'll say this. Nikki says...
I've just sent it to you.
Yeah, I was there. I
what is that?
It was a nightmare. It was
not even the tight chicane. It's the actual layout of the garages they had to have.
You do? Yes. I believe, if I'm not very much mistaken, the pit lane in Bern was so small that they weren't actually the pit garages. So what we had, JC, was the pit lane was so tiny in Bern that what you see here where everybody's stationed, that was the pit boxes only. The actual garages and the buildings were on the other side of the circuit, half a mile away. That's where everybody was. So that's how tight the pit lane was. Yeah. And the red flag came out for over an hour and a half because of a pile-up at the first chicane. So, yeah. See where the red flag line is, of course. That came in handy. Yeah. That was on the run of when Formula E had 5 red flagged races in a row. 5. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Started in Mexico, ended in Bern. But just quickly to the YouTube chat. Let's pick up with what the Nikki's saying as well. Nikki says... I miss the old street circuits as Formula E seems to be going more permanent venues, but the cars getting faster is always better, even if we lose the street track vibe. Yeah, to come into it. What a surprise, by the way. Yeah.
So, it does feel weird not having an Italian band this season. Yeah. Is Birch alive? Is he good?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just doing something.
Okay. Down in towards turn 1. Currently goes Nick de Vries. Lucas de Grassi heading in towards the final chicane. So now into the final 35 minutes of this session. No one on full power at the moment. Out on track, Muller, De Costa, Dennis, Barnard, Tictum, De Vries, Marty, and De Grassi. Only the eight cars out on circuit. So not really that much to talk about. So, as we have more drivers pitting now, down only to 6 cars out on track. As I said, that De Costa on to a full power lap. As he crosses the line down in towards turn 1, Sebastian Remy heads out onto the circuit.
So, just coming through then, with 34 minutes to go of the session. So, Mortara, 121.680, Verline, Muller, Cassidy, Da Costa, Gunther, Dennis, Nato, Drugovic, and Jean Verne, the top 10 to come through. So then, JT, what else about are you seeing as well coming into this?
Here's an interesting one. Formula E top 10s. It was last updated 6th of August 2025, so it is quite recent.
Go on.
Total entries, youngest drivers to start a race, oldest drivers to start a race, wins, most pole positions, most races without a pole position, total fastest lap, total podium finishes, most career podiums without a championship, total fan boost wins even comes into it.
Van Dorn would win that immediately. He got every fan
Okay,
boost ever.
so I am starting it now. So you want Van Dorn. He is in entries, pole positions, podium finishes, and fan boost wins. Pascal Verline is put in for that as well. Total entries, well, that's going to be Sam Bird.
Yeah. No.
Is third.
Is it? No.
In that.
Degrassi. Is that would be the first one, right? Degrassi will have the most. I don't think Degrassi's ever missed a race.
He's top.
Yeah.
Yep. Sam Bird, I just put in there because he was third in that list.
Boemi would be up there. Vern.
He's fourth.
Vern too. Vern.
Yep, he's second. We're also filling a lot in the other 9. However, we've not got most races without a pole position yet. Any in that, or any of the youngest drivers to start a race. Evans, yep, he's 6th in total entries.
I don't know.
So we've got a lot of total fan boost wins. We've got a
fan boost win would still be Van Dorn.
Yeah, he's top, but we have to do the top 10 of each.
What
about Lotterer?
Lotterer was bridesmaid a lot, yeah.
Yeah, but he was 10th in the most career podiums without a championship. Daniel was the 7th youngest driver to start a race, so he's up there.
Barnard was young.
Yep, he was the youngest driver to start a race at 19 years and 332 days. Maloney also up there.
Oldest driver to start a race, do you need?
Is also there as well, yeah.
Neil Jani. Villeneuve will be there. Oh, Daniel Abt. Daniel
Yeah,
Atman there, yeah.
I've already put him in.
Saz says, I'm ignoring welcome. I did find out about the communications lines of the circuit and how badly the flood's affected when the work this morning. Last week you would have had a lot of net problems. Yeah, there was a lot of problems.
He's not in there. He's
Really?
I'll check Villeneuve. Villeneuve is the oldest driver, yep. Gasly is 5th on the youngest driver. Gunther is below. Already got Barnard and Maloney.
Youngest driver, Alex Lynn. He was Gasly as well, but he was younger. When they
Already got Gasly. Where does Da Costa? Does he get any of these top 10? No. Most races without a pole position, Nick Heidfeld comes into that.
Most races without a podium ever would be Nick Heidfeld. He hasn't won a race since 1999. Youngest drivers, Gunther, Gasly, Barnard, Maloney. Nick De Vries.
Shall I share my screen with you so you can actually see it, Birch?
Yeah, if you share your screen, actually, I can put it onto the. I could put that on the stream. I've just realised we're being an idiot. We're being an idiot. Hang on a minute. Let's go. Where's the MacBook Pro? Is this one? There we go. There we go. Right, we can see your screen. So we've got 59 yellow flag in turn 8, by the way. Right, so there we go. We can see it on the screen. Hopefully you can at home anyway. Oh, have I got the wrong one open? There we go. There we go. There's the full one. Right, so let's see what we've got. Total entries. Oldest drivers start a race. What's that one? 42 years, 256 days.
No, I am zooming in the wrong one.
There we go. There we go. We can see it now. Right, this is good actually. While the tracks, by the way, we've gone green. 11 pole positions. Degrassi.
He's already in.
Oh, well, who's had 11 pole positions? Right. What, Van Dorn hasn't... Oh, hang on. Degrassi hasn't had 11 poles. That's a new one. Most races
Remy's already in there.
Be easiest total fan boost wins with 53. But Remy's in the longest race without a Formula E win. Well, Lotterer. Easily. And he's
it's most races without a pole position, not a win.
Ah, well, if you type in... Da Costa finds NATO.
Let's just do...
Robin Frines would be most career podiums at a championship.
Yeah.
23. Who's had most... is Dennis in there?
Maybe it needs Felix Da Costa. Because it's got it there as... No. Okay. 12 wins. Who's had 12 wins? Also, absolutely nothing is happening out on track. By the way, at the moment, got 3 cars on 4 power laps. He is most pole positions 6 is Rosenquist. Did he get put anywhere else?
Can I just have a look at the top one again? That one there, youngest drivers to start a race.
Where does Dennis get put in this? He got put somewhere.
Dennis did get put somewhere. Dennis there, total podium finishes 23. Yeah. Cassidy's had a lot. There we go.
9 wins. Yeah.
He's had 12 wins, same as Bird. Verline, yeah. Verline's won championships.
Oh, is he already in?
Verline must already be in.
Yep, he's already in.
Right, who's had 12? Rosenquist. Felix Rosenquist.
I've already put him in.
Right, who's had 12 career wins in Formula E?
Have we done Roland yet?
Roland.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, there we go.
7 wins.
7 wins.
11 pole positions.
Senna. Senna was quite old when he started. No? Oh. You've already got Neil Jani. He was quite old when he started the race. J-A-N.
Yeah, I've already tried. He's not in there at all.
Oh, well, I thought Jani was old.
Across the line, Nick de Vries goes second to 121.851. I think I've already done de Vries, but I'll try, yeah.
Most races out of pole position.
Evans already done. He's new, isn't he, Drogovic?
Yeah.
73 out of 100 is not bad.
No, hang on. Cassidy took... Yeah.
Yeah, he's already in at 9 wins. Most races without a pole position, we've only got 1.
Show me the oldest driver start a race bit. Who have we got?
Villeneuve, Lotterer, Heidfeld, De Grassi, Bird.
Massa. Yeah. Oh, the one between Heidfeld and De Grassi is bugging me. Truly? Yano? He is old, isn't he? He started the team, so Truly. Yano Truly. Oh. Anything? Yeah. Thought so. Well, how old's... Yeah, Scott Speed. Yeah, I was going to say Scott Speed. Yeah, Speed was quite old.
Yeah. Not in there.
No. What about Mortara? Yeah, Edo. Edo's getting on a bit. There we go. Oh, Sarrazin! Sarrazin was Formula 1 in the early 2000s, so that's got to be when he was in... Yellow flag's out again, by the way. The 21 has stopped on the start-finish straight. Yeah, S-A-R-R-A-Z-I-N. Yellow flag's out as we have a yellow flag for De Vries, who has stopped at the start line down towards turn number 1.
Just started a full power lap.
He's come to a halt straight away. Yeah, so we better pause that while we get back into the action. If this does give up a red flag. Well, we've just seen Gunther go down. Yeah, De Vries has officially stopped on the circuit. Okay.
That's right where the boys are on the front straight, but they'll be in their interviews.
With them, yeah. Boys, if you can hear me, if you're not in your interviews right now, what is happening with De Vries? He's stopped on the line. And he's got going. Never mind, boys. He started again. He's got going. He's done a controller delete. Never mind, boys. So Cassidy's lap time to lead, but we've gone back to green flag running. So we are back underway. De Vries has restarted. Right, let's get back in. Right.
Nick De Vries stopped on start straight.
This is a fun game, by the way, if anybody wants to play it back at home. Did Alex Lynn ever get a pole position? I know he won a race, but I don't know about pole. Sims. Alexander Sims. Yes, Nick is good point.
I've already tried, I believe.
Amy says Gasly has to be in the top 10, perhaps. Has to be.
Already done Gasly. Where's the chat stream? There it is.
There we go. Right.
Gasly was, in the youngest drivers. I'll try Sims again, but he didn't pop up.
Youngest drivers.
There's a driver that's still current that's done 142
races. Oh, we got Bohemian, yeah. Got Bird.
Bird's in there, yeah.
Da Costa.
I've tried Da Costa so many times, but I will literally do his full name.
Hey!
There we go.
There we go.
it didn't accept Da Costa. It didn't accept Felix Da Costa, but it accepted Antonio Felix Da Costa.
Youngest driver started
Weird.
the race, by the way, Kyle Collette. He in Portland. I remember saying he was about 22, something like that. So Kyle Collette, CAIO.
Yes.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Paul Aron in Berlin.
Yep.
Or a fan boost wins. That's bugging me still. What else is there that we haven't got finished?
Oldest driver to start a race. There's one which isn't current. Most races without a pole position. There's a couple that were still current at the end of last year.
Oldest driver to enter the race.
Have we done Dan Tictum yet?
No, he's probably done something.
There we
Well
go.
done.
62.
Yeah.
Most races without a pole position. Muller.
Yeah.
Also 62 races.
For that oldest driver one.
Yeah. Isn't a current driver.
Try Simona Di Silvestro.
Have I messed up that? No, I haven't.
Oriol Servia? Just type in Servia. Servia. Yes!
There you go. Okay. Youngest drivers to start a race.
How long's left of the board, by the way?
I'll try leg. No, not in any of them.
Sergio Sete Camara. Yes. Most races without pole position as well. Because he was out all the time in Q1. Matthew Brabham. Youngest driver. Yes. What have we got left to finish? Most races out of pole position. Fan boost wins are really weird. Because I had the list. What have we got left to finish with 20 seconds to go? Oh, that's really hard. What about Mara Engel? Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. Oh, Engel was there, yeah. Oh, Dillman and Blomqvist, 2 Toms have got the same time. Okay, that's quite cool. Oh, D'Ambrosio. And hang on a minute, I thought we did De Vries. Yeah, that's weird. If you're talking, JT, I can't hear you.
We literally put Nick De Vries there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Counting that one.
We count that.
Not bad. 93 out of 100.
How old was Corinne Chatnock when he did a race? Chatnock was in his early 30s when he did a race. He's only now just gone into his 40s, if I'm not very much mistaken. So who did we miss? Rene Rast.
Yeah.
38. Loic Duval, Mara Engel, the 2 times. D'Ambrosio. Yeah. I think we did really well there. Paul Aron for the youngest. We saw him in Berlin. Yeah, we got that.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul Aron.
We got it.
Okay, well, I'm quite proud of that for Formula E knowledge.
Time to try and get it all in one screen and just take a screenshot of it to show our professionalism to the two Jacks. There we go. And I'm going to stop screen sharing before I leak any group chats.
I've already turned the stream off, but we've got 15 minutes. That was fun. Roland's had a lap time deleted, by the way, for track limits at turn 1. But Mortar is the fastest, 121.680. I think we're doing well.
So, Mitch Evans is the only car on a full power lap. Got a lot of cars out on track. Only got 9 cars in pit lane, which means 11 out on track.
It's a weird circuit, this one in Valencia, because it's a weird angle to go for it in terms of you get a lot of packed up racing because of how the nature of the circuit comes inwards. It's not the usual MotoGP track.
Yeah, as I believe we can in the final 14 minutes nearly. We can bring in Johnny.
Excellent. Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Johnny.
How are you doing, mate?
Hopefully we'll get a hopefully we'll be able to hear Johnny soon, but he is in. Nikki saying, wonder what Kiro are testing for them to be last. Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
we'll be able
I
to hear
can.
Johnny soon.
How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Hi, Josh. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. What have you made of day 3 so far?
Day 3 so far is looking the same as actually like the couple of days back. So it's the same two Mahindra's leading and Porsche's behind them. But yeah, it's weird that Nissan has not come up in last couple of days, and today also Roland is like 6th, I think so. So they might be struggling to get the pace up.
Do you reckon that Nissan are going to be as fast as they were last year? Are we going to see another Roland walkover, or is this going to be a different type of season that we're going to witness? Maybe with Mahindra at the front.
I think this year maybe they won't be as competitive as last year. I don't think so. Roland will have to fight really hard, I think so, this year to defend his championship. The way the testing is going, but you can't depend on like the timings of testing as of now, as I said earlier.
Is that because also we've got the Cooper Kairos right at the bottom of the field, and we know that they have stronger after the opening 2 days?
Yeah, of course. Like if you see Porsche powertrain has been always good throughout this Gen 3 season. So we have both the Porsche's 3rd and 4th, and then we have even Jake Dennis at 7th. But Dan and Marty are last, but I don't think so they'll be last.
No, I don't think so either. I think they'll be farther up the field. What have you made of the Porsches? You said about the power chains looking strong. Verline and Muller 3rd and 4th. Is Muller adapting well to his new team?
You tell me. It's been like almost, I think so. He's been closer to Verline than any of his previous, teammates. I think Muller has been very impressive with the Porsche car. This testing.
We've been playing the games over the last hour or so as well. Just out of interest, what's been your favourite ever Formula E race as well? Have you got a favourite track, a favourite race in your mind?
Favorite. I will be a little bit biased. I'll go for Marrakesh, where D'Ambrosio won when the two BMWs collided at the front.
That was a good year.
Felix da Costa and Alexander Sims, if you remember. I don't remember the year exactly. It was Gen 2, sorry.
2018, I think it was. Somewhere around there. Yeah, maybe 2019.
I'll have to confirm it. I don't remember. But D'Ambrosio won his first race on track for Mahindra in that race. That was an exciting race actually, with the Virgin cars also fighting for the win, with Franz right behind D'Ambrosio and Bird.
Race,
Yeah.
Do you remember
That was a good race.
do you remember the race we had in Hyderabad?
Yeah, I do.
Mega,
I do.
yeah.
But yeah, that was an exciting race as well. But like, it's a shame. Motorsports in India is not that popular, and there's a lot of politics. That's why we don't have that much of motorsports event happening in India. With the change of government happening, it's never certain to have such kind of this. And you know how financially superior you need to be to have a motorsport event in your country.
Have you been a fan of all of the? By the way, D'Ambrosio won in 2019 in Marrakesh. It was 2019. Thank you, JT Barnes.
Yeah.
He just told me. So, with the Hyderabad with Formula E, we've had MotoGP go there in India, Formula One in India. What motorsport would you really like to see back in India?
Formula E for sure, because we have a Indian team in Formula E, so it makes more sense for Formula E to come back to India.
It really does.
And also if you go to see, Jaguar also is owned by an Indian company. If you see, so it's like Jaguar's parent company is an Indian. This company Tata is from India, so there are two teams actually. If you go to see that are from India, if you go to see,
Well, I'll throw that back to you then. What have you made of DaCosta and Evans so far this test? Did you reckon DaCosta's now a bit more shackles off after leaving Porsche and he's going to have a great season?
I hope so. I think I want to see DaCosta's redemption back to the top.
Yeah.
I want him to see fighting the championship. But I really like DaCosta as a person, as a driver as well. And I was really a little bit disappointed with how he was treated at Porsche, So I want to see him redemption, and I want to see him showing the finger to Porsche once he goes past them. But it's a little bit difficult to see since Porsche are also very good right now.
I hope so, yeah. That would be fantastic to come through.
Yeah.
Just got information that there's a video coming through shortly. Johnny, what's your thoughts going into the final day of the main drivers test tomorrow? Is there anything that you'll be looking out for to watch on?
Main drivers test. What will they be doing? You fill me up with what is this game plan of the teams for the
I think in
final day?
the morning we'll see a lot of race simulation data and early practice session times, and then in the afternoon I think we'll see a lot more of the qualifying faster lap times and try and get some glory runs in. I think tomorrow will be when we see Mahindra, if they're strong or not. We'll get told about it with the times. Are you hopeful that when we get to Sao Paulo, Mahindra are 1-2?
Hopefully, that would be a dream start for Mahindra actually. But I think Porsche also are going to give a good fight. I think they are going to be as good as Mahindra, if not better. So yeah, let's see. That would be a good parameter to see when they have a proper full power qualifying run at the end of this test session. So that will give a little bit of idea where the other teams will be.
I hope so. I really, really hope so as well. Johnny, what's your final thoughts from today before we head back to the boys? What have you made of anything?
Just a controversial inquiry. I've heard that Nissan is struggling in the car market, and there was rumors that Porsche also, they have stopped their electrical car development. I'm not talking about the FE side, the commercial side.
Yeah.
There are problems in the electrical car market as of now. So I wonder if Nissan are struggling because of they are feeling that impact of the commercial side as well of Nissan. Is there any truth to that from your end? These are just rumors, huh?
I think they're just rumors at the moment. I think Pico did mention that Nissan looked a little bit cautious this test. Like there's not a lot around. We'll get back to.
Yeah.
I'll ask Pico that when he comes in towards the end of the session, in a few moments.
Yeah.
But I think definitely Nissan have felt the budget crunch that they
Yeah.
had. I seem to remember something yesterday. Do you remember, Johnny, that Pico was on about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, I think that the effect is being widespread. And of course,
Yeah.
if the car company's struggling, the first thing that will go is their motorsport division. We've seen that so
Yeah,
many
exactly.
times. So yeah, I agree with you. That could be a problem for them. But
Yeah.
they're running 6th and 7th. They're not doing too badly out there. As
Yeah.
well.
But I think they will struggle to get upgrades to the car, because
Yeah.
of the financial risk problems. They might struggle. That's why I think Roland will have to really fight this championship to defend his championship this year, because of that.
I don't think he's going to be champion. Looking at the faster times we've got from the other guys out there.
Yeah.
Have you got an early pick who you think might be champion?
I I have a strong feeling that Valan is gonna be at the top, most probably. Valan.
Good call.
And Mullah is gonna give a good fight to him. And I hope that both the Mahindra boys also give a good fight. But I don't think Mahindra is yet at that position to fight consistently for the championship.
So
I hope so. That would be a dream season for me if they do, both
I
of
hope
them.
so.
But yeah,
We also,
let's see. But
yeah, go on.
yeah, I think Verline is gonna really challenge for the championship this time with Roland. I think Roland is gonna give a good fight, even if they are struggling. I think Roland has that capacity of dragging like even worse cars to the top.
Oh,
he has
does.
done that before with earlier with Nissan when they were not that good, and also with Mahindra a couple of times he has done it when they were also not at their best. So I think Roland is gonna give a good fight still with Nissan.
Johnny, thank you very much for joining us.
Yep.
I hope you come back tomorrow
Thanks,
as
Josh.
well. Pleasure as always, my friend. Take
Josh,
care.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Take care.
Cheers, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. JT back with us. And we've got the Jeff Dodds interview. That's going to be coming up as well in tomorrow's show. You're downloading that. So a lot to do this afternoon as Media Day gets going. We'll have a lot of content tomorrow.
Yeah, so even though it was fun, unfortunately, we might not have a time to do the games because we've got all of the content to get through as well. A lot of drivers are doing the full power runs at the moment. You can see who's on full power if you're just joining us and you don't know what that blue ring is around some of the numbers on the driver tracker. That shows that they are on full power. That white ring around the 48, that white ring shows the leader of the race or whoever is fastest in the session. That's why it's around Mortara, as he is currently fastest for 121.680 into the final 2.5 minutes. And we'll be getting ready to count them through the line before the checkered flag and practice starts.
So we'll be getting ready then for as well. We'll have the drivers' press conferences ready for you as well. So that's going to be fun.
Just
asking what time the press conference was. 2 minutes to go. Well, it's been an entertaining 3 hours, JT. I think those quizzes really helped it fly by. And thanks to everyone in the chat for participating with us.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Tomorrow, a camel. Why? Because it's annoying.
So, across the line, drivers go. Nick de Vries into pit lane. He is done. Taylor Barnard across the line starts his full power lap. Here comes Dan Ticktum. Lucas de Grassi, 17th, 122.611. He's off for full power now.
We are one subscriber away from 1,200. So who wants to get there and be the 1,200 subscriber? Not bad. 55
Nice.
seconds, JT. Back to you.
Yep. Gunther showed that Muller went into the pits, but he's back out. Just all of these full power laps going on at the moment. Here comes Bremy across the line.
Still closing it through. As the atmosphere builds and builds and builds. 20 seconds to go. Boys, are you around? Are you back there?
Here comes Marty. He's currently 20th and last. Let's see where he will go.
And
even though he's on full power, it doesn't go anywhere.
Emmy is our 1,200 subscriber. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Checker flag is out, and test session 4, and the entire day is now done here in Valencia as we get ready to do all the action again throughout the running orders. What a day, JT, this is going to be.
Yep, checkered flag out. Still got cars coming across the line, though. Lucas de Grassi comes into the pit lane. Also got practice starts after this for any drivers who want to. It's now De Costa heading across the finish line to take the checkered. Doesn't improve. Next up, Muller. Doesn't improve, but Bremy behind on full power also doesn't improve. So it doesn't look like they're getting the fast laps in. But then saying that, on day one, if I get the timings back up, day one, it was only the fastest time was 1:21.714, and it was only the top 14 within a second of each other. It's now the top 19 within a second of each other, with the 20th driver only a 10th outside of that second. So all 20 cars within 1.1 seconds of each other is not bad. We'll get through the full timings once everyone is confirmed across the line, which I believe they just are about now. But it's Mortara on top.
Finally, Mahindra looking good, but Andretti coming up as well. So it's Mahindra 1-3, Andretti second. So this is looking good. Practice starts can now take place on the grid, by the way.
Yep, yellow flag is out to allow them to. Who will take it is the next question. So Costa is deciding to take a start, same as Muller and, well, just those two. I thought Mortara was, but he's coming into the pit lane. So only two cars opt in for practice starts. We'll see whether Marty does one. But now that practice starts have taken place, that means the timings are confirmed. So it is Mortara top with a 1:21.680. Jake Dennis, 98 thousandths back with a 1:21.778. De Vries with a 1:21.851 in third. Verline, 4 seconds back with a 1:21.855. Muller, 1:21.921 in fifth. Nick Cassidy in sixth, the first of the Citroens, with a 1:21.950, and then a 1:21.954 for Barnard, and then a 1:21.957 for Norman Nato. 3 cars there, separated by 7 thousandths of a second. Then it's 10 thousandths back to Oliver Voland with 1:21.967. De Costa, a 1:21.984. Dragovic, 1:22.039. Gunther, 1:22.068, with Ticktum, 1:22.184. Vern still with that 1:22.220. 1:22.329 for Bremy. Down in 16th, Marty, 1:22.461, so he did claw back up from 20th and 2 seconds off the pace. 1:22.604 for Evans, 1:22.611 for De Grassi, 1:22.661 for Ericsson, and Maloney in the Lola, 1:22.773. There's your timings at the end of test session 4, the only test session on this third day of running here at Valencia.
Well, my thanks to you, JT, and my thanks to all of our viewers here across Formula E Zone and JB Motorsports. My thanks to Jack Jimman and Jack Pickering trackside as well. Next up, it is going to be all of the Media Day sessions as well. So tomorrow we'll have all of the action and all of the wrap-ups as well from the interviews for the final day of the main drivers test. Don't forget, Friday, it's the women's test, 2 sessions apiece. Thanks to you, JT. Thanks to the boys trackside as well, Jack Jimman and Jack Pickering. And thanks to you at home. We'll see you tomorrow for day 4 of pre-season testing. Bye-bye.